Hello, and welcome to episode 5 of Dragon of Icespire Peak, run by us here at Dice of the Beholder, where me and another veteran D&D player runs a couple of newbies through their first campaign, and they are currently doing quite well. Only, one horse death so far.
Killed a dragon, got 1 million gold. It's going pretty smoothly so far.
Didn't actually kill the dragon. Scared it off.
I think we did more than scare it off.
I think we can assume. I think we can assume that it died of its wounds.
You had a vision that says otherwise.
No, my vision was of it unconscious, sleeping off its wounds. I presume it continued to die.
Before we get into tonight's session, tonight's game, a word about our sponsors. All of Dice of the Beholder's Dungeons & Dragons content is sponsored by Loki Battle Mats, who are an award-winning UK-based TTRPG accessory creator. Their many books of battle mats, little, big, and giant sizes, are full of awesome artwork that add an amazing backdrop to any tabletop game. If you are interested in finding out more, please search for Loki Battle Mat, Loke, on Facebook, Twitter, or you can visit lokibattlemats.com to view their amazing artwork and shop their physical maps or shop their digital maps on DriveThruRPG. Our second sponsor, as always, we love them, is Blink Dog Dice. Friends of the channel, they're a dice maker based in Cardiff. You can find amazing, wonderful examples of their work available in our possession. We will be rolling them this evening, but also on their Etsy store. Please search for Blink Dog Dice, all one word. That's on most social media platforms as well as their Etsy store, and go and show them some love and tell them we sent you. Apart from that, let's get everyone else on screen. Hey!
Hello.
Everyone looks so happy to be here.
I'm very tired.
Nikki looks just like we should sack this off and go and play Sea of Thieves. But then Greg would be sad.
Don't assume about me.
I'm sorry. Greg hates D&D. Greg wouldn't be sad at all. That was another assumption. I apologize again.
I didn't correct you this time, though, did I?
You don't hate D&D. You're a glutton for punishment.
That's true.
Okay, so with me having slight technical difficulties. Before we go into it, actually, hi Jen, hi Ian, hi Stu. All right. You're in chat too. But yes, hello. We are all pretty good. Again, that was another assumption. I'm pretty good. Fucking hell.
Just saying hello to everyone in chat who said hello before we were live.
Okay, all right, sorry. But yes, last time on the Dragon of Icespire.
Every time I think you're going to say last time on the Chronicles of Needham.
Mm-hmm. But last time you made your way back from the successfully rescued and liberated Butterskull Ranch, and on your way back, finally made your way to the Shrine of Severus, where you had been told gold and gems from a town nearby that was attacked by marauding orcs had been hidden and never recovered. You found that the orcs had taken residence in the shrine and not moved on, and after killing them and their much more powerful ogre friends, almost dying in the attempt, well, a couple of you almost dying in the attempt, you found the gems, also discovered that the bell in the Shrine of Severus was made of solid gold, and after a safe long rest in the attic of the shrine, you left the next morning to make your way back to the town of Phandalin. And this is where we find ourselves. Your journey is, again, silent. The absence of any wildlife.
Oh, I promise it isn't silent.
Silent apart from the sound of the horses and your own voices.
Fergus playing the lute.
Giant bell.
Yeah, Fergus playing the lute. and presumably Craig occasionally joining in using the giant fucking bell as like a cowbell. Dong, dong, dong.
More cowbell.
Is that just going to be vibrating on Nicky's character then? Because he's having to share the horse with me
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a bell.
Right now, he's trying to
Awesome.
hold on to you as much as he possibly can with a big chunky bell like in between.
I think I'm just holding onto the bell.
Yeah. But as you make your way back then to Fandlin, you make it there after another long rest in the wilderness. Morning the next day. It is once more quite quiet. There are a lot of people out now quietly going about their business. They seem to have recovered from the recent dragon sighting, as it has been told, or a lot of them have been told, that the dragon has moved on further
Shipped itself.
northeast towards the ruined town of Connerbury. So they think they're safe for the moment. But every once in a while, as you walk past, you can see people tilling their small farm plots in their back gardens. And as they move past, you can see them every once in a while casting a wary eye towards the sky. The Stonehill Tavern is open for business. And as you get back, you tie up your horses outside. Where do you want to go?
We go sell this bell first.
Like so.
Who in town's going to have the money to buy a solid gold bell?
What's her name? The Lion Shield Costa woman. Got her name.
Lion Shield Costa woman.
I think
on,
that was the
Nicky,
name of the shop.
You're the note taker in this,
Nicky.
campaign. What the fuck?
Was it
I just cut
Lenine or
things heads
something?
off.
Lenine Greywind.
Lenine, there we are, okay. I did have it written down. I just didn't bother reading far enough down.
Okay. So as you make your way then to the Lion Shield Costa, Lenine is having very recently opened for business, standing behind the counter, and seems quite shocked but pleased as you enter. Well, hello.
Not how we're used to being greeted.
Did you not go to Butterskull Ranch recently?
Yeah, we're back.
Hell yeah!
I take it either you didn't actually get to the ranch and turned around, or your trip went well.
I'd take out my bag of 19 orc heads. Probably still dripping.
We find your lack of faith disturbing.
I find
It went well.
the big bundle of orc heads slightly disturbing, I'll be honest.
We were wondering if there's any sort of bounty on them.
I think you'll be having to ask the town master about that.
Might be a bit awkward. I've been campaigning to replace him.
Not many
Yeah,
messages get through to him. I doubt he's
What's
heard
he-
about it.
What's he going to do about it anyway? He won't come outside.
Exactly. But as she kind of glances past your shoulder, that
Holding a huge bell.
there thing, that wouldn't be a solid gold bell, now would it?
It would indeed.
Might be.
Gotta start ringing it.
Could you not? It's very early in the morning and I had a very late night. Could you not? Little bit.
What were you up
please.
to?
There was a drink involved, and let's leave it there.
Inside check.
Okay.
$21.
She seems quite hungover.
Yep.
Possibly a little bit embarrassed.
Ooh, juicy.
And you can see the embarrassment kind of wash over her before she stifles it and hides it quite well. That's pretty much all you get. Would you be in the market to be selling the bell?
Well, I mean, we talked about keeping it, but it's quite unwieldy, and we travel a lot. So, reluctantly, I think we would consider parting with it.
Well, I mean, I could certainly take it off your hands there.
What sort of coin would you be offering?
Well, I would like to see the quality of the bell and test the quality of the gold that it's made out of. If I could have a look first, please.
And the bell over.
Right.
Try not to ring it.
Okay. She does ring the bell very gently and listen to its reverberation. It takes a moment. She takes out like an eyeglass and kind of peers at it, looking for any impurities in the metal.
Gonna sneakily rub some of the orc blood off the back of it.
I tell you what. I'll give you 2,000 gold for it.
We were
Seems-
thinking more about 3.
You'll never get 3 for this bell. And if you want more than 2, I'm afraid you might actually have to hold on to it and take it to maybe a bigger city with slightly more funds than I have here. It would be a shame to have to lug all that around all the time, though.
Gonna pick the bell up again and say, it sounds good quality to me. And just ring it again.
We've been
doing 3.
We're such good friends and such good customers. It would be a shame to spoil such a promising and burgeoning business relationship over quibbles here. Why don't you give us an idea of the best price you can offer? None of us will mess each other around, and if the best price you can offer is acceptable, then we'll just accept it, and we won't haggle, and you won't haggle, and everyone can be polite and friendly, and we'll all get along.
2-2.
I'll look at Craig and sidestep.
What do you think, Craig?
As much as I like the sound that it's making, we do need to. It's not going to help with my sneaking. I'll be honest with you.
I think we'll accept that then, is it?
2-2 sounds fair to me.
There we go.
Okay.
It's a deal.
So she lifts the bell with some difficulty. She's a
I'll
very
help.
slight woman. But she shoos you away when you attempt to help, and she places it down behind the counter where you cannot reach.
Bold of you to assume that I attempt to help.
I thought...
I did say I'd help.
Yeah.
There you go. Sorry.
And then when she comes back up from the counter, she hands over quite a large, or 2 large pouches of gold.
You taking it, Nicky, and splitting it.
Yeah, I was.
Add it to the pot.
He's the quartermaster.
There's about 1,500 gold in there. But there's also, what's that, 100 platinum. That should make up the rest, I think.
How much gold did you say?
1,500 gold
15.
and 100 platinum.
So she's overpaid us.
Yeah.
1,200 gold.
No. No take
No.
No takes backsies.
1,200 gold.
Hey,
1 million gold.
she's hungover. It's fine.
1,200 gold. And 100 platinum.
Fine.
Thank you.
Shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
Why did I? Here's a question. Why did I make a character with a +9 persuasion
Yeah.
skill when I never get to roll it?
Would you like me to offer, or would you like to ask?
In the context of like when I'm clearly trying to persuade someone, I presume that if you don't say I can roll a persuasion check, that it's not going to make any difference.
Oh, a lot of the time, yes. But she said 2-2.
Yeah.
You didn't have a higher counter offer.
Yeah. But that's the persuasion was the bit before that where I asked her for her best price, but it's fine. It's over now.
Okay.
And to be honest, I doubt we're going to die over not having that extra 300 gold. Considering we've been doing jobs around here for 50 gold apiece.
She does.
I don't suppose you'd be interested in 5 great axes. Just pull the grubby great axes I picked up off the orcs out.
I mean, they're not the best quality in the world, but I suppose I could take them off your hands.
Yeah,
I got hit
not much.
with at least one of them, and it's good enough quality to really put a dent in you, I tell you that.
I mean, normally there are 5 of them, so if they were in pristine condition, we'd be talking around about 150 gold, but the condition those are in, they will need repairs. Go 80.
That's fine with me. Yeah,
Just put that.
take that.
Just put that straight in yours, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll take that.
Now, you mentioned earlier that you were very good customers. Have you bought anything from me?
Horses.
I meant that we have a good business relationship.
Ah, yes. Well, I suppose you have increased my stock of great axes quite a lot.
And with all the adventurers that come through here, I'm sure you do a roaring trade in great axes.
You'd be surprised how few of them actually want to carry one. But
Probably because a greatsword is mathematically a better option.
perhaps.
Fucking average dice roll jokes, that's how you make a DM laugh.
It's true, though. It's absolutely true. You could have inspiration for that.
Thank you.
Basically, the way to get inspiration in this, Stu, Nikki, is to be, awesome roleplay, or make me laugh without insulting me.
You have to make Bri laugh, but it has to be kind of
without insulting you.
it has to kind of be against his will. He has to laugh and then sort of regret it.
Yeah.
And that's how you get inspiration.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how you get inspiration. Okay, just make a mental note. But yes.
And I should mention as well, because you guys, there's something slightly confusing. There's 2 different things in this called inspiration. There's bardic inspiration, which is the thing that I give you, where you get to roll like a d6 at the moment. And then there's inspiration, which just means you can just burn it to get advantage on a roll. I think you have to say you're going to use it before you make the roll. Is that right, Bri?
Yes. The way inspiration normally works, it's not like the lucky feat or whatever. You can't roll a crit fail and then say, "Oh, I'm lucky, so I roll again." It's I'm going to use my inspiration for this because it's a really difficult thing, and I need the bonus. I need
It might
the
not
help.
be difficult. It might just be super important.
Yeah.
Like if you're rolling a strength saving throw, for example, to avoid being pushed off a cliff 200 feet to your death.
You want 2 dice.
Even if it's only a DC 10, you might still use the inspiration because you really don't want to keyfish.
Yeah. No one wants the keyfish. But I suppose now that you all have money, is there anything I could provide you? Anything I can do for you?
What do you have? What's
Got anything
what's interesting here?
Well, nothing incredibly interesting, but I have most types of armor, most types of weapons. Nothing magical, unfortunately, reaches my hands unless it's brought. Most of the magical stuff is requisitioned, shall we say, by the townmaster. Is there anything you'll be wanting?
I suppose I need another horse.
What happened to your last one?
Oh, it was.
Dragon ate it.
Yeah,
You've encountered the dragon?
we
We
fought the
sent him
dragon.
running.
Yeah, it ran away.
Show her the scales.
I will show her the scales, and I show her the scales.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Do I get advantage because everyone's doing it?
Yeah.
22.
22.
Nice.
Oh no, I lied. 25.
There have been many people here who've, once or twice boasted that they've faced off against this dragon that seems to be harrying the lands around us, but you might actually be the first ones, I believe.
Well, I mean, the other option is that we, killed or disposed of one of the horses for no good reason, and then also just happened to find some dragon scales.
I tell you what, then. As you have been bringing me quite a lot of stock, and you might be the first adventurers I think might have a chance in freeing us of this dragon shadow that flies over the land. I'll do you a discount on another horse.
Very generous and kind of you.
Thank you very much.
I've only got the one more. This one, not so much a riding horse. It's a horse bred for war, so would be slightly more expensive anyway. But instead of the 400 gold it would normally be, how does 150 sound?
I'll take it.
That's a suspicious level of discount. Insight check.
Go for it.
By the way, for the money we were given earlier, 30 platinum each, 400 gold each, and I'll put 10 platinum in the pot.
Cool. I rolled a 5. I don't know anything.
Okay. She seems completely above board.
Yep.
Everything is fine.
I will.
Everything is awesome.
Will you be resting at the inn, or are you moving out on another quest?
I think. Well,
we can.
we just got back and it's early, so perhaps we can make a start.
I don't suppose you stock any of Adabra's potions by any chance.
I do not, unfortunately. You'll have to go and visit her first. Where are you off to?
Plan to go to the coast, possibly.
Yeah, we were thinking. There's I've forgotten his name. The guy from the other place.
Barthen.
Elmer Barthen.
Barthen told us something about some shipwrecks that potentially might have some treasure in.
Oh, aye. Scavenging bastard that he is. Slightly too scared to go over there himself.
Indeed, but he seemed.
And he can't swim.
I also can't swim, but I don't need to breathe, so
Well, I suppose
not that much of an issue.
That's quite handy for you then. I don't know how much help it'll be, but I tell you what I might have. If you are going diving on shipwrecks.
Okay.
I've got this. And she pulls out a bottle from under the counter. You can see inside. It looks like murky water. The colour of it is a pale green blue that kind of shifts in the light. And as she unstoppers it, the entire room is filled with the scent of seawater, and you can almost taste salt on your lips. And then she places the stopper back in the bottle. and pushes it across to you. That there is a potion of water breathing. Quite helpful if you don't just want to send the small metal child down underwater. If one of you perhaps wanted to accompany him.
I was actually thinking that it might not be a great idea for me to go down alone, only because most of what I do is cast spells by playing music and stuff, and there's not so much with the talking underwater.
No, I suppose there wouldn't
That's
be.
a good idea.
However,
I actually think maybe I can talk underwater.
and anyone who drinks this potion can also. Will you be wanting the potion, or?
It does seem like it would be useful for one of you
yes.
squishy flesh people.
I think so, yes.
I mean, of course, there is only one of you that can drink it. I mean, you could try going half and half, but I don't know whether it would maybe not affect you at all, or perhaps then split the hour that it works for into half. But as there are, I suppose, a great many shipwrecks down there, half an hour is not going to help two of you very much, is it?
Mm.
So, I mean, it's up to you if you want one.
I think it's worth taking.
Yeah.
How much?
Well, now that's a thing, isn't it? I mean, for this, it's not too difficult to make, I suppose. At least what Abra said. But 100 gold. That should do it. Surely you'll find more than that in the ships.
Well, we don't know. We're not being sent there by the most reputable person.
If he's asked you to scavenge those shipwrecks, and that's the only thing he's asked you to do, there's very probably money in there.
He did ask us to leave.
Well,
That's the only mission he's asked us to do.
he's a bit of a dick.
Insight check.
Okay. On what comment, or all of it?
I want to know if the thing that she's embarrassed about from the previous night has anything to do with Pathan.
Okay.
8. I don't know shit.
Okay. No. All you get from her, really, is there's no emotion whatsoever when she calls Barthen a dick.
What did Barthen offer us to go down there, guys?
I think he offered us anything. I think he just
He offered
told
us
us about it.
A share.
He offered us a share of the
just a
a
share.
share of the treasure.
Okay.
If you found treasure, he wanted he would take a finder's fee for referring you, or a referral fee for telling you where it was.
Okay.
Well, good luck. If you're going to the Tower of Storms, you'll need it.
Right.
What? Why will we need it? What's going on at the Tower of Storms?
Well, there are no jagged rocks in the bay there. So why there are perhaps 5 or 6 shipwrecks down there, no one knows. Did Barton not tell you that bit?
No, he left that bit out.
It's reputable sort.
No, he just said that nobody had seen the lighthouse keeper for some time, but they normally leave supplies out the front.
Some time. That's a laugh.
Why is that a laugh?
It's been 3 years.
Is Barton trying to get us killed?
I think he might be.
I think maybe he wants to be mayor.
You'd not be the first adventuring group he sent to their death.
No, but to be fair, we wouldn't be the first adventuring group that the town master and the innkeeper have sent to their death on some of these missions, and we keep coming back from them alive. So
That is also very correct, yes.
plus, we nearly killed the dragon.
Yeah.
Then
Oh, gutted about that.
Then I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine. You gutted about what?
Nearly killed the bastard.
Oh, you're gutted that you nearly killed the bastard. Right, okay. You just wish you had actually killed the bastard.
Yeah.
Would have made good campaign for Fergus.
I missed I missed 2 of my shots.
Yeah, it would have been a real PR win for us.
Okay.
Well,
Should we head out then?
That's
Oh,
two,
wait.
250 altogether for the potion and the horse, isn't it?
aye.
Okay, I'll take them.
Okay. I'll bring the horse around front.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank
she
you.
heads out back.
Should we go see Abra as well for more potions before we
Is
go to
she
the
on the
market?
way?
We'll-
She's not far. She's only a short distance out of town, isn't she?
It's like half an hour. Was she half an hour to the north? I think.
Yeah,
South.
she's
think so, yeah.
half an hour to the south.
South.
However, with the...
We really need a map of the surrounding area. You gotta get us a map.
I will send you a map. In fact, give me a moment.
It'd be good to have one which has all the like spoilers on it, so we know what's going on in all the
Yeah.
various places.
I bet. Is there a player version? Yes! There is a player
Right,
version.
Gollum. Fucking map Smeagol over here.
I will mark out places on the map for you during break,
Thank you.
and I
Cool,
will
thanks.
and I will send it over. But yes, after a few moments, you hear some commotion from around the side of the Lion Shield Costa, and Lenine does round the corner, yanking hard on the reins attached to a towering horse. It is huge compared to the riding horses that you two have. It is powerful, jet black, and it is currently snorting angrily at Lenine as she attempts to get it to do what it wants.
I think I've discovered what I would have found out if I'd done better on that insight check.
As she hands over the reins to you, Sidestep, there is a look of utter relief on her face. Well, good luck. And she hurries back inside Lion Shield Costa.
Lenine sold us a bloody lemon.
The horse, almost as if it understands you, stares at you, Fergus, and snorts.
Wait,
like
Greg, talk to it.
We're going to do this again, and we're going to talk to the horse.
That's when Bry realised what he'd just done to himself.
Oh, absolutely knew this was coming.
You know, I'm sitting here waiting for an animal handling check.
You haven't tried to get on it yet.
You in, Nikki?
Are we going to go to the pub first anyway to get money for the ranch job?
Yeah,
So
you're gonna
We'll
make
walk
the horse
him
come
over
with
to
us?
the. We're going to walk him over to the pub.
Okay.
Let us get to know each other a bit better.
As you start to walk towards the pub, then, Fergus, Craig, you start to walk towards the pub. Sidestep, you get 2 steps before you realise that if you were holding on to these reins, you weren't going anywhere. You look back and the horse is just like standing there staring at you. Staring down at you. This thing is huge.
I'm going to try and coax it to come on, talk to it.
Roll me an animal
Soothingly.
handling check.
That's right. I'm going to shift, because I get advantage when I'm shifted.
Okay.
Well, I guess you know it's Nicky with a horse head.
A good thing wolves definitely don't freak horses out or anything.
I know, but I get advantage on animal handling. And it's a
Okay.
16.
Okay. The horse is, at first, as soon as your features shift in front of it, it inhales deeply and is freaked out by the smell. But as you start to coax it with your shifted, more animal-like vocal cords, it starts to calm quite quickly. It's still wary of you, but it does begin to move towards you. And moves with you towards the inn.
This horse isn't going to be a problem.
Okay. So you get back to the
I mean, I'm sure you can talk sense into it, Craig.
I'm going to have
Just
you
because
ask...
I can talk to animals. Right?
Yeah, do me a favour. Ask its name.
Right down. Ask its name, Brian.
The horse turns to you, and its ears go up, and it seems surprised, just stops before it continues to walk. You can understand me.
Yes. The same as my horses. When I make my horse say hello.
They call me the Dark One, Devil, Demon, Evil Incarnate. Pick one.
Which do you prefer?
I have no need for names. Point me at the enemy.
I think we should call him Keith.
I'll translate for Nicky.
Okay.
There's a choice for you, Nicky. What you gonna call him?
Say those names again for me, bro.
The Dark One,
Yeah.
Devil,
Yeah.
Buttercup.
Evil Incarnate was one.
Evil Incarnate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keith.
Are you saying teeth or Keith?
Keith. With a K.
Ah, okay. Keith.
Or say it as if you're from Neath, like Keith.
Keith.
The W and an F. Keith for that.
Keith.
Keith. Chief Keith.
Keith.
I'll think on it.
Your new master will think on your name.
My
He's
new
all
mas-
right.
My new master is not decisive. You should be my master. My new master is stupid.
He almost
You
killed a
translate?
dragon.
You hold a large bladed weapon. You can ride me into battle. We will do well. How long does Speak with Animals last?
An hour?
Does it last an hour?
I think it's an hour.
Fuck me.
Let me just double check. Where are we? Spell. Oh no, you're right. 10 minutes.
10
Sorry.
minutes. Okay. Yeah, it's still working.
Yeah. The small one is tougher than he looks.
He looks at Sidestep and then looks further down at Fergan. Is the shiny one not the small one?
I wave.
You are all small, but you are the largest. You look the most dangerous. We
Yeah,
will
I'm a bit
do
of a
well in
shitty-
battle together.
Shit-eating grin on my face when he says that. He likes me.
Maybe this horse should be Craig's horse, and Craig should take Sidestep's horse. Sorry, vice versa.
What do you think, Sidestep? You
I
bought it.
won't lie, the moment she said warhorse, I did think of you.
I think you're going to get bit.
Hmm.
Yeah, go on. you can ride him. You can actually ride him into a fight. Whereas I'm going to be back, and so it makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine. There we are. I'll hand Roach over to Nikki and take the reins of the horse and go, Devil. I like it.
Excellent. Lower your head.
Okay.
And he nuts you. The horse just launches forward a little bit, nuts you. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I think it'll be good now. It's a 14.
14. You, for a moment, do see stars. Like it's the horse's skull is a lot more solid and tense than yours is, and larger. Your eyesight clears quite quickly, though, and you're staring back at the horse, and the horse seems pleased that you haven't fallen over. You took that well. I am pleased
I'm gonna laugh.
to have you.
I'm gonna laugh and headbutt the horse back.
Okay, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
No. Oh, that's a nat 20. So that's a 24.
Okay, the
I
horse.
love this. Nicky, Sidestep and I are just standing there watching Craig and this horse nut each other.
Yeah, naked each other and then just headbutt each other.
Yeah, and the horse almost takes a step back. It kind of rears away from you, but when it brings its head back and shakes its mane a little bit. Very good. We will do well in battle together. Let us find enemies to vanquish. I will trample their faces beneath my feet.
I like
the
you.
dragon to eat him.
Do you dine on their innards?
Not yet.
What are those tusks for?
Mostly
If not to gore
breaking
a
into
stomach.
beer kegs.
Ah,
Hanging coats off of.
Don't you dare.
to
My
battle.
horse will
I use-
headbutt you.
Use them to open bottles.
I tire
We'll
of this to battle.
I'll take him by the reins and we'll walk over to where are we heading now?
Go to the
We
pub.
go into the,
Go to the pub to
the
get
tavern.
paid.
Yeah, we're owed 100 gold from Toblin.
Just as you get back to the pub then and go to tie Devil up next to your other two horses, you will leave me with these inferior pack animals?
And then lean toward him and go, you're in charge.
I suppose I could relieve myself on both of them. Though the small one might break. Is that the metal one's horse?
Yes.
Then perhaps its back is stronger than I thought. Don't be long.
It is.
And the long
We'll head in.
turns into kind of a whinny. And you realise that the spell has worn off.
Go. We'll head in.
Okay.
He's been working on that horse character all week.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I have.
This is why
I didn't know you were buying a horse, but okay.
you knew you were going to offer us the horse.
Kills one of our horses. Doesn't expect us to buy another one.
Well, you bought two
Maybe he
originally.
We did, yeah.
That's
Maybe
because
he
we couldn't
thought you
afford
would-
anymore.
You and Sidestep you and Craig sharing a horse would be the beginning of something beautiful. I guess we'll go inside the pub.
Yep.
Okay. As you go in then to the Stone Hill Inn, the barman is standing there at his regular post. Seems surprised but also pleased to see you. Where are you lads been this time then?
At the Skull Ranch.
Gonna take my bag of orc heads out and wiggle them again.
We were wondering if there's a bounty on orc heads.
As it happens, there is.
Aha! It's a good thing we've collected 19 orc heads then.
19?
Uh-huh.
Most of them are in good condition.
Oh, you'd have had a bonus if there had been 20. 19.
I mean, we can go and get another one. How much is the bonus?
Ran away.
Yeah.
How much is the bonus? I want to know if it's worth our while to go and find another orc before we turn them into you.
Well, it's gold per head. And if you got me 20, then there'd be another 10 gold on top.
That's an absolutely bonkers bonus system, Toblin.
Why?
Because it's 19 gold for 19 heads, or 30 gold for 20 heads.
Aye.
That means that the first 19 are worth 1, and the 20th one is worth 11.
No.
Yes?
You got to bring 20 at the same time.
Uh-huh. I understand that.
Then it's
I'm
worth
still-
the effort. If you get 19, you get 19 gold. If you bring me another one, that's only 1. If, however, you kept all the heads, and then went off and got another one, and brought it back, and gave me 20 at the same time, then you'd have 30.
You know what else we'll have? Flies. That's how you get flies.
You've got flies now. And you do notice
What?
there are a few flies like buzzing around Craig.
What if we throw in a couple of femurs?
Oh yeah, I've got no, I've got 6 femurs. No, I've got 8 femurs.
Are these orc femurs?
Yes.
They look a bit small.
They're orc children.
You murdered orc children and took their femurs?
Correct.
It's a bit dark.
8 femurs has got to be worth as much as 1 head, right?
That's a bit dark.
I'm not here to
It's
talk
8.
morality with you. I'm here to get paid.
You took their femurs and not their heads.
Oh, their heads were too smashed up. We killed them in a car door. I mean, a church door.
They all peeked around the corner at the same time.
Tell you what, for the femurs, you can have a 5 gold bonus. How's that sound?
Absurdly generous.
Well, alright, 3.
Nope. We'll take the 5.
Alright. And he hands
19 heads, 8 femurs, 25 gold.
He hands over 25 gold. Now, about Butterskull Ranch then. Did you manage to save old Big Al?
Yeah, we did.
We've got a letter from him.
Oh, I thought you were just going to use one of his lovely horses that's tied up outside as proof. And I was going to ask where you got it, but I suppose a letter will do. Let's have a look. You hand the letter to him, I'm assuming? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to hold it.
Reads the letter. Well, all right.
2 hands like that.
I believe that was 75 gold for...
You keep doing this. You know full well it's 100 gold.
Just let me consult my quest sheet, shall I? And he has a look.
You want to just give us the quest sheet?
No. I'm in charge.
Yeah, no, that's all right. You have a read of it, and we'll take your word for it, Toblin.
You're right, though. It was 100 gold. You are right.
Oh yeah, strange how that happens.
I am getting a bit old.
And
he gives you another 100
Is
gold.
that all you're getting?
Will you be on after another quest, then?
Yes. Well, sort of. We're going to investigate some shipwrecks.
You don't want to be doing that.
Unfortunately, Toblin, the DM's already set up the battle map, so
We've been warned, Toblin.
Very well. When you return, then, the that Don John Raskin will still be here waiting for an escort up to Mountain's Toe gold mine.
How long is he going to wait?
Till he gets an escort, I suppose, and we've not had any adventures since the last lot died.
Hey Toblin, is there any bounty on dragon scales?
Why?
Curiosity.
There's a bounty on the dragon. I'd have to ask the townmaster about the bounty on dragon scales. How many have you got? Enough to make some scale mail?
Maybe for someone very, very small.
What, like your size or a mouse?
Somewhere in between. Maybe a gopher.
You're not that small. Someone in between you and a mouse is a gopher. What?
Listen, a gopher is absolutely. I didn't say halfway between.
Okay, somewhere in between. Sorry.
Maybe a capybara.
Yeah, capybara sounds right.
They're made up.
That's about it.
Capybaras aren't real. They're made up.
How did you get this? This is a quick question, Toblin.
Wait. I was thinking of a chupacabra.
Yes. Okay. Understood. Toblin, honest question here. What's your background? How did you get put in charge of handing out the money for these missions?
Well, what it was,
Mm-hmm.
I get along with everyone.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that no one really likes the townmaster.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
So he didn't have a big group of people to choose from to be in charge of handing out the payment for the quests. There was me, and that was basically it.
Makes sense. So it's just sort of a genial attitude is your main qualification then.
I suppose.
Okie dokie.
If there was to be a change in leader of the village, I suppose you'll want to continue that role, right?
If the new leader saw fit to make me the master of quests, then aye.
I suppose it would depend on how much embezzlement was going on.
Well, of course, I'd give the money back to the leader, to the townmaster.
I see.
Most of it.
There seems to be a 25% embezzlement going on.
Well, 15 for the townmaster.
I see. So if we'd taken the 75, 15 gold would have gone back to the townmaster and you would have kept the other 10.
Perhaps.
You're very honest about your criminal enterprise, Toblin. I like that about you.
Well, you've caught me out now. There's no point lying anymore, is there?
This is why you'll never be a politician, but you'll always be the quest master.
Oh, no. Don't like any politics.
As long as you vote for me, that's all you need to know in politics.
Are we having an election?
Yes.
Has anyone told the townmaster?
No.
Should someone tell the townmaster?
When it's time?
When is it time?
When I'm pretty sure I'll win the election.
All right.
And we count on your vote.
When you're pretty sure you know you'll win the election, we'll see.
I mean,
I'm not sure this town has elections.
Oh, it will do. Hypothetically, Toblin, if there were to be a change in leadership, the new town master or mayor or whatever title they took for themselves would probably be amenable to more like a 50-50 split of any embezzled gold from quest giving.
You're quite shrewd for a small child, aren't you?
My daddy is a famous adventurer, and I learned a lot. One of Daddy's best friends was a thief.
Boy's good with numbers.
I tell you what, and you can have this advice for free. You kill that dragon, the town is yours.
Nearly killed it already, mate.
Nearly doesn't butter any biscuits, does it?
Who butters biscuits?
Have you not
Yeah.
had
My
biscuits?
stomach's going to rumble.
Have you not had biscuits with butter on?
You-
Oh wait,
No.
you don't eat, do you?
No.
Tell you what, lads, biscuits with butter.
Goblin, you're a weird bloke and I like you a lot.
I like you too. Well,
Anyway, we're going to go off to our death in the sea now.
good luck.
Thanks.
He's going to waves as you leave.
Take another 30 gold each from that 100, and I'll put another 10 in the pot.
Cool.
Guys, I'm starting to really wonder whether I want to be mayor of this town. Everyone's fucking lunatics.
It just means in the next campaign you'll have a title.
True.
Did you take that 25 gold for the head, Stu?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
30 you said, was it?
yep, and I'll put another 10 in the pot.
You are shown on the map the general direction of where the lighthouse is.
Are there any other missions near it? I think we discussed this last time and decided
Closest
there weren't.
was something to the northwest, but I think it's a bit of a distance to the northwest. Because the
Is that
closest
correct?
to the west, isn't it?
Yeah.
We want to go and see Adabra first.
Between
Yeah, we're
We
going to
want
go
to
to here
get some
first.
importance.
between Fandolin and the lighthouse,
Because there's the
There
loggers
are-
camp.
there are no other quests. It's
Yep.
a straight line. It's one that is the one that's furthest out of the way of everything else. All of the other quests are either north, east, or south. This is the
I thought the
only
loggers camp was northwest.
very north by northwest. Quite far north by northwest.
I know what your directions are like, but
Oh god, yeah.
I mean east! Anyway.
Well, yeah. Well, this is my world, motherfuckers.
Hopefully we don't run into any volcanoes on the way.
You know what? No, unfortunately, Mount Hotten now is too far away.
It's probably fine, guys. There's probably nothing nasty in the sea over there. It's just that everyone, all of the ships going through there, were being piloted by Brian. That's why they suck.
Just nobody in Fandolin can swim. That's it.
Suddenly a volcano appears. Volcano erupts, everybody dies.
Bane TBC.
We head off to-
There is a volcano. Very true. Suddenly a bigger dragon appears.
You're all trying to get Fergie killed so I'll make a less annoying character. But here's the problem. I will make a more annoying character.
It's alright, one of the lads in work made a good point. If you die, we could just sell your platinum.
You can,
Mm.
but I'm not going to get less annoying. This isn't even my final form.
We do need to put this cloak on you so that less people can see that
Yeah,
you're just
yeah, yeah.
like solid platinum.
To be fair, I'm not solid platinum. Parts of me are platinum. A lot of me's made out of living wood. That's how Warforged work. But like the metal parts of me are platinum.
As you make your way east, then looking at the map,
Making our way downtown.
you reckon or guess that it's probably around about 35 miles straight west of Fandolin.
Did he just say as you make your way east, looking at the map, you reckon it's about 35 miles west?
No,
Yeah, you
I
did.
said
You
as you
did.
make your way to the lighthouse.
We wanted to go see Abra first.
Adabra first.
As you make your way south, then you work out, according to the map, that the tower is around about 35 miles west of Fandolin. But you go and see Abra first, and you get to the windmill.
Where's the dragon this week, right?
Why did you remind him?
Stu, give me a second.
Oh,
Fucking hell,
no.
what the-
Oh, no,
what the
wait.
I thought you would have.
We'll
I
kill
thought
him
we were
this
talking
time.
about. We were
We
talking
kill
about
him
this
this
earlier,
time.
right?
Yeah, in fairness, we have leveled since last time.
We were talking about this earlier. I thought you would have done it at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got my.
Sir, you forgot to assign homework, sir.
You get to the lighthouse. All is
Eaten by a
quiet,
dragon.
Window.
apart from the windmill. You get to the windmill. All is quiet, apart from the turning of the
Big light.
the turning of the windmill itself. And as you approach, the door opens and Adabra steps out.
Oh, Deborah.
What can I do for you, lads?
We were hoping to buy some potions.
Well, I have 3 available at the moment. How can you afford them all, or
Yes.
you
I
can?
believe the last time we spoke, they were 50 gold each.
Is there any sort of bulk discount for buying 3? Sort of a buy 2 get 1 free situation?
Roll a persuasion check.
I will. 20.
20.
Nice.
I suppose if you take all 3 off my hands and... Yeah. 100 gold.
Oh, very kind of you.
And you are a very
Oh.
sweet, creepy young metal boy.
Thank you, I've always thought so. I'll pay that.
Cool.
Everyone just add 1 potion of healing to your
Standard
inventory.
potion of healing.
Cool.
Superior healing potion, got it.
I'm gonna pull out that potion of water breathing we bought earlier and ask if she has any more of those.
Unfortunately, I made that one, and I've not been out to the coast in a very long time, and I've not got anything on me to make another at the moment. If you could, perhaps, bring some back.
We are heading to the coast.
What would you need?
Well, I'll need... Here. And she hands you quite a large, empty, kind of hide wineskin. If you could fill that with seawater. I'll also need... Bear with me. And she runs inside. And you can hear her kind of batting about in her stores. And she comes back out. I need a jellyfish.
Jellyfish?
If you can fill that with seawater, 3 jellyfish.
Okay. Any type of jellyfish?
No, just any jellyfish. I could make a really good one. If you can find... They haven't been seen in a while. If you see any giant crabs down there, and you happen to kill one, bring you back a claw.
Is that for potion making, or are they just tasty?
There will be... I can make a vastly superior version of the potion
Oh, interesting.
with that as well.
Adabra, is dragon scales a useful component for you?
Well, yes, of course. They're useful in many different types of spells and potion making and alchemy. Why?
We have some dragon scales and wondered if you wanted to purchase them.
What colour?
White. You know, like the dragon that's been flying around?
You've encountered the dragon?
Yes.
He ran away.
Sidestep nearly killed it.
Flew away.
Then perhaps the dragon isn't as big as we've all feared.
Or perhaps we're more powerful than you thought.
Maybe. How many scales do you have?
5. But I'd like to keep at least 1.
I could do something with 4. I'll give you... Tell you what, I'll give you 50 gold back.
Sounds fair.
Okay. And she hands you over the 50 gold that you spent on potions and takes the scales from you.
If no one minds, I'll take the 50 gold since I
Yeah.
paid the 100.
Yeah, you paid it, so yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to take me a while. Perhaps 2 weeks or so. But at the end of that, if you fancy it or want it, I might have a handy potion for at least one of you. If you're going up against that dragon again.
It's something that can stop it from absolutely freezing us to pieces with its breath. That would be very helpful.
Not entirely stop. Maybe half protect you.
It's not for you, Craig. You've already got
Yeah,
something that does that.
Not from Frosty, hasn't.
Yes, he has. Bear Totem.
Back!
Bear Totem Barbarians.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking rock.
I think this should be for you, Fagan.
Yeah, because you've got that Absorb Element spell.
Yep.
2 weeks, you say? We'll see you then. Possibly before. We might need some more healing potions. Things keep trying to kill us at Abra. It's very unpleasant.
Well, you do keep going looking for them.
Actually, no. We keep going looking for people to help. And for some reason, everyone that we try to help is being attacked by orcs. Do you have any idea why the orcs around here are so aggravated recently?
Well, it was said, some of the rangers who passed through here a few years ago, that they found quite a large contingent of orcs up in Icespire Hold. It's a castle to the south, up in the mountains. But they never really travelled this far down into the lowlands. When the dragon appeared, for some reason the orcs came down from the mountains.
Perhaps they've been displaced from their haunts.
From your vision,
Yeah,
you saw a big castle
he was
in the mountains.
He was in a castle, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure. Hey, I've forgotten. Am I already counting on your vote for mayor?
Are you running for mayor?
Yes.
Do we have elections in Fandlin?
Not yet.
Good luck.
And Nikki's still making flyers, I do.
I did. That's.
I only had the
didn't-
one piece of parchment at the time.
I didn't
Well,
hear an
that's
answer. Regard vis-a-vis your vote.
Well, when you present me with your manifesto and your campaign promises, we'll see.
I think we promised to get rid of the dragon, don't we?
First off, getting rid of the dragon, that's a big one. When there are dangerous happenings and going on, I won't lock myself inside a house and barricade the door.
So you're already 100% ahead of our current townmaster then?
Yeah, I was actually thinking that when there's something dangerous going on, like a dragon or orcs attacking all of the surrounding settlements, that I would do something to attempt to remedy that situation, which is even a step further even than just not hiding.
I'm going to waggle the empty orc blood-soaked sack and be like, no more orcs.
We have killed. Well, it was 19 orcs that we collected the heads of, but we killed some before we started collecting heads.
I tell you what then.
I count the 22 notches on my axe. Yeah.
When there is an election, you can have my vote.
Excellent. I knew you were a reasonable and rational democratic participant.
I think we'll head off, yeah.
I think
Well,
that's
bye then.
Thank you again.
Okay.
It's a lovely lighthouse and/or windmill you have here.
As you make your way then west,
To the wind house.
The light mill.
as you make your way west,
Or east.
west, life does almost breathe a sigh of relief back into the surrounding area. The further east you get, the more wildlife, the more birds in the sky that you see and hear. Predominantly seagulls the further and further you get, until you eventually, around nightfall, reach the high road.
Right, I've been pondering something, or Fergus has been pondering something.
Okay.
So, the lack of wildlife and everything. How far out from Icespire Peak does it go?
Roll me an intelligence check looking at the map.
Oof, that's a big 9.
A big 9.
Yeah.
Okay. You reckon it goes at least from Icespire Peak, maybe 30 miles in all around?
So the thing that Fergan's been wondering is whether, because the dragon that we fought wasn't that formidable, is whether this is a reasonable effect for a dragon of that sort of age and power to have on the land.
With that intelligence check, you do not know.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But you can ponder it and try again. Perhaps there is a small library in Phandalin. Maybe you can research when you get back.
Maybe.
But as you get to the high road, which you know from your geography links, Waterdeep, the town of Leylon, and then further north to Neverwinter, night does fall. You can, if you wish to, push on to the Tower of Storms, but you will get there in the middle of the night.
I think we'll probably camp.
Rest. Yeah.
Okay.
Find somewhere to camp.
There are quite a few clearings along the way, along the high road. It is a well-travelled road. As you know from recent local history, Lord Neverember, currently one of the Lords of Waterdeep, is currently raising funds to try and have Neverwinter rebuilt and reinstated as the jewel city of the north. So there is a lot of traffic normally up and down the high road. And even as you find a clearing and make camp, you do see a long line of carts with guards riding alongside each carriage driver, making their way north as you watch them go past. Is there anything you'd like to do before you go to bed?
I guess we want to try and find like a nice, secluded, safe place to camp, right?
Yeah.
In view of the
Sounds
high
like-
road, or find it more secretive, out of sight?
Yeah, I guess ideally
Let's say
we want
out
to
of
be.
sight. Yeah.
Sight, yeah.
Yeah,
Out of sight, then. Someone roll me a survival check.
I think that's all you, Nikki.
13.
13.
Yeah.
There is a more secluded spot to be found. It is not as clear as the clearings next to the high road that have been kind of expanded by carts pulling off to the side of the road in the darkness to make a rest stop there. But what you do find is a lot of underbrush. It's not going to be the most comfortable night's sleep, but it's hidden. You can make do.
Fine by me, they're just going to lean me up against a tree anyway.
Okay. So, you can all if you wish, or if you need to. I don't think you do.
I don't think we do, no.
No. But you all manage a long rest.
Cool.
The next
I'll
morning,
take it
then,
because I shifted, didn't I?
you did.
Yeah, you do get that back.
I'll get that back.
The next
There we
morning, then, you pack up camp, make your way further west, and you can hear over the hills the rolling sound of waves crashing up against the shore. As you look out, though, to the east, you can see that there is a storm brewing out to sea. And by the time the hills finally break, and it almost looks as if the land in front of you drops off into nothing and just joins the sea, the thunderstorm has reached the coast. The sky is dark, and you can see that the cliffs you are at the top of now are about 100 foot high. There is a rocky and sandy beach down below. There is then a thin, what looks like oft-repaired stone and wood bridge reaching from your side of the coast all the way over to the lighthouse.
Don't trust it, there's a map.
So you can see the outcropping of rock, almost completely surrounded by water. Atop the outcropping then is a stone building surmounted by a lighthouse tower. You can see on it an eerie green light pulsing from a beacon at the top, shining westward out to sea. But with each pulse of the light, you hear the thump of a slow beating heart. As you look down, it is still light enough to see. As you look around, there is a giant crab on the beach.
Hey! We need one of those.
But as you spot it, it seems to spot you. And it appears to be waving. Roll me an animal handling check, anyone.
Not I, Governor.
Okay. I suppose.
I have a +4, actually.
What
I
is
don't know.
yours?
Actually, yours is better than mine then.
I'll
I
do
get
it.
advantage if I shift, but
Yeah, I think Grace has actually got the best plus.
I have a 15.
Okay. From what you can see, having never really interacted with crabs before, this is a very humanoid gesture. It appears as if the crab is being friendly towards you. As it begins beckoning you down, you do see a small, thin, but manageable path from the top of the cliffs down to the beach below.
I want to have a good look around before we start going down there, in case it's
Yeah.
a trap.
Yeah, I don't want to be... The last thing my self-esteem needs right now is to be tricked by a crab.
Before then, you make those rolls. We are going to take a break because it's 9 o'clock.
Cool.
So yes, this is our normal stopping point. Thank you for joining us so far. Thank you, Bane TBC, for joining us this evening. I did consider Mount Hot now when they mentioned, and suddenly a volcano appears. So yeah, thanks for that. While we're on break, please, if you haven't already, check out, of course, our wonderful sponsors over at Loki Battle Mats, Loke Battlemats.com, and pop on Etsy to check out Blink Dog Dice. As you've seen, our players have had
pretties.
our players have had some successes tonight already from their Blink Dog Dice set.
I haven't been using mine.
Have been 2 of my dice
Okay.
sets that I'm using today are Blink Dog ones.
But yes, Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 10. See you in a bit. Be right back. There. Welcome back to session 5 of Dragon of Icespire Peak, where you just approached the Tower of Storms, but were distracted from your crossing by the giant crab waving at you from the beach below the cliffs. Who is going to roll a investigation check to check that the thin path down to the beach is not trapped?
Who's got the best? Mine's a +4.
3.
Better than mine, mate.
I think you're the best.
Come on, Nicky. These
This
dice
is
are
my
guaranteed nat 20s, Nick.
Yeah, this is my Blink Dog dice, so...
No pressure.
You know how Greg loves to make characters just to mess with me? Greg once made a Christmas one-shot with loads and loads of traps, and I made a character whose passive investigation score was 21. So every single trap we came across, he just says, yes, as you walked in the corridor, you see the trap.
Well, my Blink Dog dice just gave me that.
Was it a natural one?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, so it looks perfectly fine. It looks like the safest path you've ever seen.
Do we, like, as well as investigating the path, I'm also interested in, like, just using my eyes to look around and see whether I see anything dodgy.
Okay. As you look around then, down at the bottom of the path...
There's a giant crab.
No, the giant crab is near it, but off to the right, there is a cave that goes back into the mountain, into the cliff face, sorry.
I'm picking up
And roll
really
me-
sketch vibes.
You can see the cave, but roll me a perception check.
I will.
I'm going to put that... Blink Dog dice
17.
Okay. Every once in a while, between the crashes of the waves against the rocks, you seem to hear a howling wind, almost like a discordant wail, high-pitched and feminine.
I'm picking up really sketch vibes.
Got to speak with animals and shout to the crab.
Okay.
What do you want?
Well, Matt.
That's a weirdly formal greeting for a crab.
You all hear it. It's speaking
Oh.
in common.
Okay.
Okay.
Who? What? Hey, not to be, like, crab racist or anything, but where'd you learn to speak common?
My master,
Who's your master?
Miral, the sea elf.
Where's she then?
And he kind of gestures or looks, and you can see him kind of shuffle around and look towards the cave. I require assistance.
With?
My master.
You're gonna have to elaborate, buddy.
I do not like to shout.
Well, you can come up this path.
You
then.
can come up the beach.
I'm up this very safe path.
You look at the
Don't worry, we've checked it out.
You look at the quite wide crab and the quite thin path. I cannot.
Proceed with caution.
Yeah.
We're going to proceed down this path very cautiously with our heads on a swivel.
Nope,
Because
but it's perfectly safe.
this is the
Yeah. Nicky
I'm
didn't
not-
see nothing.
Perfectly
not-
safe.
I'm not worried about traps. I know we've checked and there's definitely none. But I am worried about anything that might approach us from either side or come rushing out of the cave at us.
I'll stay up here for and join you down once you reach the bottom. I'll cover you.
Okay.
Yeah, it always inspires so much confidence when the one who checked for traps is the only one who won't walk down the place they checked.
Well, I can.
I take it we're leaving the horses where they are.
Yes,
Yeah.
You can tie them to a nearby tree.
I'm following Craig down,
Okay.
and I will be very careful to be walking directly behind Craig.
I just have my bow with an arrow notch just to be safe, keeping you covered.
As you approach the crab, then, it seems to kind of settle and lowers its claws and kind of holds them underneath itself in as non-threatening pose as it can make. Well met. You are adventurers?
Yes, we're Fergan and the Ferganeers. I'm
Wonderful.
Fergan. These are the Ferganeers.
You obviously are their leader.
Correct.
I require your assistance.
With?
My master, Miral, used to be...
The sea elf.
Yes, many years ago was a protector of these waters, but she passed away. Unfortunately, her spirit doesn't seem to want to let go. I can no longer approach the cave. It seems the memory of me distresses her.
Bless you.
A one-eyed crab.
You want us to kill a ghost?
I would prefer that you help lay her to rest. If you do so, I will gladly give you information about the surrounding area. The harpies at the top of the rocky outcropping up there. The sharks in these waters. Well, the main one you want to watch for is Daggermore. Mean old brute. She'll bite your head off and take pleasure in it. Then there's 5 shipwrecks spread around the lighthouse. I can fetch treasure from one if you help me.
Harpies, you say?
Up there, yes. And points one of its claws up to towards the lighthouse.
What's the situation with the harpies?
I think there are... And he, you can see his eyes looking at one of his claws, and then the bottom pincer, and then another one pincer. 3.
3 harpies?
Hmm?
What's their deal? What's their business up there?
Ugly, screeching, winged women fly around.
Did they kill the lighthouse keeper?
Don't know. Perhaps it was the strange-looking armored one who called the lightning. And as he says that,
Armored one?
as he says that, a lightning strike hits the top of the tower. You hear the crack of thunder, but when it is gone, you see that the green energy pulses and takes a lot longer to dissipate. The thump of the heartbeat is a lot louder for that moment before it slows down again.
What about these sharks? What information do you have about them?
They don't talk to me much. But there are sharks.
You named one?
Master did.
What was that name again?
Daggermore.
Daggermore.
Like a mouth.
As in M-A-W, I imagine, yeah.
Yes, a mouth with daggers.
Not like there are more daggers here that you would expect or something.
No. It has the correct amount of teeth for a shark.
What was the other thing you give us information about in exchange for helping with your master?
Well, there's much treasure in the shipwrecks. I can bring you some.
You don't You don't get a lot of adventurers coming through here, right?
None.
No, I can tell. When you offer information in exchange for us doing something, it's a bad idea to give the information before we do the thing.
But I won't give the treasure before you do the thing.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
My master did
Hey.
only engrace me with an intelligence score of 10.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, are you an awakened crab?
I mean, I
Or
slept
like
quite
do the
well
other
last night.
or do the other giant crabs also speak common?
What other giant crabs?
Are there no other giant crabs?
No.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare crab claw.
No, I need both of these.
We'll see.
That's fine.
I think maybe we can do something about your master.
Then please
What do you think, Craig?
enter the cave.
I'll have
What?
made my way down by now, seeing that it's okay.
Sidestep ain't afraid
Seeing
to
that
go
it's all
ghost.
clear.
What's in the cave?
Yeah, is there anything in there apart from your master?
No. Some lichen.
Okay, I meant anything dangerous apart from your master.
No. Master
Time to
isn't
do an
that
exorcism,
dangerous.
boys. Do you want to come?
She was in life a great mage. I'm sure she knows of another way of laying her spirit to rest.
Okay.
What happens when you try and enter the cave? You said you couldn't.
She screams at me, and I have
Hey.
to leave.
Hey, did you say your name?
I do not have a name.
I'm gonna call you Keith.
Keith the Crab. I like it.
Shouldn't have named it.
Why?
No reason. It's just we like to know the names of the people we do business with.
But why shouldn't you have named me?
Oh. Greg worries about me getting too attached to people we meet out here. It can be quite dangerous. In these parts.
Don't worry, the sharks won't go for me.
That's very good news. Well, in the cave we go, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll make our way slowly to the cave.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. As you enter the cave, then, you turn to see the crab, happy that you are offering your help, makes his way into the water, presumably to retrieve the treasure he's promised you. But as you make your way into the cave, you're immediately greeted with rough-hewn steps. The cave entrance itself is a 7-foot-high tunnel. A damp, then, as you make your way into it, 8-foot-high cave, maybe 20, 30 feet wide, encrusted with lichen. Just looks like it floods quite often. But at the moment it is dry. There are a few pools of water in there at the moment. And as you all enter, rounding a corner so you can all see into the room, a banshee appears. Tall, spectral, floating above the floor. But it has the form of a ghostly elf. But you can see in the apparition gills and webbed hands and webbed feet. The spectral garments it wears sway as if it is floating underwater, as does her hair. And she looks at you with confusion.
Oh, great and powerful mage!
You
We have
to shout, piss off, Ghost is so high.
We have been sent by your familiar to render what aid we can to you in finding peace and being able to depart from this realm of torment.
Moesco. You hear a quiet whisper.
Bless
from
you.
The banshee. His name.
Oh, the crab?
one- No. The one that murdered me.
Murdered. Is it the one who's currently in the lighthouse?
Yes. He took my focus as a trophy. An opalescent conch shell.
What a bastard.
I cannot leave this cave without it. I am
What can you tell us about Molesto?
Moesco. He came with the storm, laughing as lightning struck. Bring me my shell.
Why did he take your shell? Why is it so important?
It is my focus. Do you know nothing?
He pretty much does know nothing.
Explain, small child of the gods.
Barbarian.
Explain to him, not me.
Oh, it's a spellcasting focus. I imagine it helps you to cast spells without needing to use a bunch of components. People get quite attached to them. Mine's this loot.
As Fergan saying this, I'm just like glazed over, playing with my axe. Huh? Yeah.
She wants it back because it's very shiny.
It will allow
Got
me my freedom.
We'll go and get your shiny shell from Molesto.
Moesco.
No, I'm sorry, that just sounds too silly.
Then go.
Your crab's real nice.
Your
think he misses
idiocy
you.
angers me. Go.
That makes sense.
You can see her hair start to flare and her spirit starts to glow. And she takes a deep breath in.
I think we should go.
Yeah, I've seen Ghostbusters. Let's go.
There is no Dana.
Only Zul. Okay, you make your way back out into the beach. The crab has not yet returned. But as you saw it walking into the water, probably not going to return for a while.
Good luck, Keith.
So that wasn't ominous at all. Allow her freedom,
I think
not to
I
move
think-
on.
yeah, but also look at the vibes up there. She can't be worse than this guy.
You say that.
I presume as I say that, lightning strikes the tower again. That's my guess. Behold the vibes!
As if to punctuate your sentence.
Lightning doesn't bother me.
The lightning never bothered me anyway.
Okay.
So how the fuck are we going to get to this lighthouse, guys?
Well, there's a rickety bridge.
That there is.
Do we want to try and lure out the harpies first? Because they're that way as well, aren't they?
Well, you're basically a sniper. Why don't you see if you can
Yeah.
pick some off from the shore?
How far are they away?
Yeah, how far away is the lighthouse?
At the moment, the lighthouse is... Let me see. From where you are, as you come back out of the cave, then the lighthouse is... It's right, 1, 2...
He's counting squares.
He is.
21, 12, 18, -5, 107.
You done?
Are you?
Yeah. It's 190 feet away.
Okay.
Practically in his pocket.
Can I see anything up there? Any signs of movement?
From the beach, the plateau above you is maybe 100 feet up. You can't see anything. You can see the tower, you can see the light shining on it. You can't really make much else out.
Are there any higher points within 400 feet of us?
Oh yeah, back up the top of the cliff.
We go back up there. See if I can see anything from up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make our way up there then, is it?
Okay. As you all make your way then back up to the top of the cliff, you now have a much better view of the lighthouse itself. There appears to be, like right in front of it, a plateau. You can see rough-hewn stairs climb the eastern face of the rocky outcropping. Make me a perception check.
Is 17.
Okay. As you look off into the rain and the wind, you can just make out one harpy flying around in the storm. As you look off to the left, you see a rocky outcropping jutting from the side of the lighthouse. And it seems to be covered in rubbish, driftwood. From this distance you can't really tell, but you think you spy a couple of bits of armour, leather strapping tying some of the driftwood together. It looks like a very big bird's nest.
Okay. How far is that one harpy away from me?
The harpy is currently about 200 feet away from you.
You know what I'm going to do then?
Yeah, I know what you can do.
Shall we?
Yeah, that's fine.
Disadvantage.
Let's piss the harpies off straight off the bat. Let's do it.
That is 14.
Give me a second.
I wrote 2 6s.
Not bad.
There we go. Okay. This is why people don't like rangers, and they make loads of jokes about rangers to try and get people to not play fucking rangers. They don't need to do anything. They don't need to engage at all. An entire party of rangers would fuck up any encounter you created.
I mean, you could always put them in a dungeon, right?
Yeah.
Like, just...
Lots of corners.
Yeah.
Every 10 feet is a corner.
Surprise, guys, this one's... we're now suddenly doing... what is it? Thing of the Mad Mage.
Fuck that. Tomb of Annihilation.
Oof.
Okay. So. 14.
Mm-hmm.
Against all odds, through the wind and the rain and the lightning and thunder above, your arrow strikes true. Roll for damage.
Oh, that's nice. 5, 10, 13, 17.
Okay. 17 points of damage. As you strike the harpy shrieks in agony. The shriek reverberates around and off the cliffs, echoing
No,
back
wait.
towards the tower.
Wait. I apologise. I should not have rolled that d6. So it is actually 12. I didn't do my hunter's mark. It's too far away.
12.
Very honest.
12, yeah.
Okay. Cool. But as it screams in agony, you can hear its shrieks then begin to be answered from the side of the tower where the strange bird's nest is. And I would need everyone to roll initiative, please.
It'll be like 4 rounds before before anyone's in range from me.
9.
12.
9.
9.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Nice. Okay. There is literally no point in me putting a battle map out right now because I don't have the angle to cover or enough squares in these map books to cover 200 feet of movement. So when you get closer, I will put the battle map up. For now, though, Craig, you get to go first.
Anything I can really do, is it?
Apart from run
You can
towards
cheer
them.
me on.
You
Yeah,
can
I don't
stay
want
where
to
you
go over
are or
that.
run towards them.
We're not going over that bridge. I can tell you that now.
I'll let
Yeah,
you
you went in there with them somewhere
Yeah.
safe.
I
Like them,
will
didn't
let you hit the harpy with a javelin on a nat 20.
I wouldn't bother. Maybe just wait.
you? Yeah.
We
I'll
just
wait.
chill out here and wait for them.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta waste a rage until they're in range.
The harpy then, that has been struck already by Sidestep's arrow, instead of shrieking, moves towards you, and you all begin to hear a quite beautiful song emanate from the direction that she's coming. It's stunning. One of those wonderful songs any of you have ever heard. It's almost enchanting. I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Sure, I get something.
I'm going to use my inspiration on this.
18.
Okay.
Bear with me. I'm sure I get something to do with
No, your
wisdom saves because of my Fey Wanderer thing.
Let me have a look.
Probably against being charmed, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's something. Let me see if I can find it.
It's going to be under features and traits if it's anywhere.
Or well, it would be next to his saves. I'm looking now.
He hasn't got any resistances.
No.
Let's have a look.
What did I see then?
Hang on.
Maybe it's something at a later level.
It could possibly be. Yeah, I think it might be at a higher level.
You've got nothing right now.
Yeah, might be a higher level then. My bad. Okay, so just with straight wisdom saves. Cool. I am rolling terribly today.
Sorry, what did Fergan roll?
17.
17, okay. And what did Sidestep roll?
I rolled a 6.
Oof.
Okay. So, sidestep, you are charmed. You look towards the harpy, and now, instead of an horrifying, ugly, winged woman floating towards you, you see an angel making their way out of the storm, as if to save you from the ravages of the weather. You set aside your bow and hold your arms up, waiting to be rescued by this angel coming straight for you. Nothing else happens until it is your turn, however. Fergan.
How far away from us are the harpies now?
The harpy is now 150 feet away.
Hmm. I will just inspire Craig. I think
Okay.
Cool.
I'll play the first chorus of one of my dad's favourite songs, which is about a warlock in his party, Hexblade warlock by the name of Robert Byron, and his many conquests, almost all of whom were vampire women that
In
he
graveyards.
in
Yeah.
graveyards. Yeah. How did you know? Have you
I think
heard of Robert Byron before?
I've heard that one. I think I've heard that one, yeah.
Strange. There's a lot of verses, but I'm only singing the first chorus now just to inspire Craig quickly.
Okay. And that is the end of your turn?
Yeah. There's no real action I can take right now.
Sidestep.
Yep.
The angel is taking too long to get to you. But as she is so beautiful and obviously there to help, surely you can help her. The quickest way to her is in a straight line, isn't it? And you begin to walk off the cliff.
Do we have a reaction?
No. Because your turns have ended. You begin to walk off the cliff. As you
That's
get
not
to
how
the
reactions
edge,
work.
do you have any reactions that could help?
Stu could do a grapple as an opportunity attack. I mean, I could as well, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, they can't do anything. Because it hasn't made. Does it count as an attack what the harpy's done?
No.
Right then. Sentinel wouldn't work then for it.
No, but as he's presumably leaving your threatened area to walk out, you could try and grapple him.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Is that too generous of an interpretation of the rules, Bri?
An opportunity attack is when an enemy walks out of your melee range.
Hmm.
Would you...
No, probably not, but...
Would a barbarian immediately think, I'll hit him, that'll help?
Here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
What is inherently different about an enemy leaving your area to an ally leaving your area? Like, wouldn't a...
You want to hit your enemy.
I know Craig isn't like a genius, but I feel like you wouldn't just let someone walk off a cliff.
Alright, I'll let you do a grapple.
I'd either have gone to grab him or slapped him when he put his hands up towards.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I will let you grapple sidestep, or attempt to grapple sidestep as a opportunity attack.
Okay. Am I just roll in my d20? Right?
Is that a strength check, is it?
Mm-hmm. You roll either athletics or acrobatics. Stu has to roll athletics.
That's fine.
Oh, the one good roll.
No!
No. Yeah, that's a 12. Actually, no. 17.
19.
As you grab for him, Sidestep just dodges out of the way. But as you see Sidestep get to the edge and lift his foot to go over the edge, something in your mind is beckoning you and telling you to stop. Roll me another saving throw. Wisdom, please.
Come on, Nikki.
That is 17.
Just as you're about to put all of your weight forward to step into the open air, you stop. And you realize that it is an ugly harridan flying towards you, not an angel, and you're about to kill yourself. And you take a step back and take your bow up once more. You are all, by the way...
Where the fuck are you going?
You are all, by the way, now immune to that harpy's influence.
I didn't like the emphasis in that sentence.
Unfortunately, that is the end of your go, because you were charmed and could not take any actions or reactions.
I figured it would be.
The two other harpies slightly further behind both fly towards you. Again, the song rings out. Craig, Fergan, Sidestep. Please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Stu, don't forget you've got bardic inspiration if you think you need it.
Cool.
Oh, God.
How much is bardic inspiration? Was it 1d?
It is 1d6. Yeah, you can add to your
1d6.
roll.
There we are. I'll use it now. $17.
12.
8.
Craig and Fergan, the song once more becomes a horrible screeching for you and has no effect, and you are now immune.
I should let you know as well, Stu, you gain 5... No, sorry, what did you roll on the bardic inspiration die?
A 3.
You gain 8 temporary hit points.
Cool.
As the mote of creation pops.
Yeah, the both of you are no longer, or can no longer be affected by the second harpy's song. Sidestep. Once more, the image of the beautiful angel, the Valkyrie, flying down to save you, appears before you. And you move to take another step.
No, his turn.
My turn, yeah.
Next turn. The third harpy begins to sing. Craig, Fergan, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's fucking gone all over the fucking shop.
Sidestep, you do not have to because you're currently charmed already, and the part of the charm means you ignore any other charming influence.
Cool.
11.
Pardon?
11.
11, yeah, both of us.
Oh, God, we're all charmed, aren't we?
Yeah, I got a feeling it's a 12.
All three of you can now see your own various versions. Craig, beautiful muscular Valkyrie. Fergan, your father, winged, glorious, flying towards you to take you back to safety once more, resplendent in his purple robes. And you all move towards the edge of the cliff. Craig, as you are about to take a step off the edge of the cliff, I would like you to make me another wisdom saving throw.
Come on, for the love of God. Oh, that's not good either. That's an 8.
Hang on. I just need to find some rules. Hang on. Craig, can you remember where fall damage is?
It's 1d6 per 10 feet up to a maximum of 20d6.
Cool.
How tall's the cliff, Bray?
It's 100 feet.
Back.
It was nice knowing you, Craig.
Okay, so
Fucking Rangers.
Hey, I said, shall we do this? And you both nodded.
give me a second.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm too charmed.
Okay, so it's, I believe, if my maths is correct, that's 20d6.
No. If it's 100
All
feet,
right, it's
that's 10d6.
Fine.
Is this fucking Toblin math you're doing here, is it?
Craig,
Here we go. Yeah.
you plummet from the top of the cliff, hitting a couple of rocks on the way down.
Homer Simpson, your way down into
You do.
Go! Ah! Fuck!
And as you finally come to rest in the sand at the bottom of the cliff, you have taken 28 bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
And you are now 100 feet below your friends. The first harpy sees you fall, and as you are lying prone, uses all of their movement and their action to get closer to you by another 80 feet as she flies down straight towards you. Still can't reach you, but she's a lot closer now. Bergen, I would
Yes,
like you
Richard?
to make me a wisdom saving throw.
I would love to make a wisdom saving throw. Nine.
That dragon's looking quite good, knowing it, boys.
And this is how it ends.
Unfortunately, your father is, again, taking too long to get to you. But you can fly, right?
Let's roll the fucking damage, Richard.
Okay. And you also step off the cliff. You also managed... How the fuck did that happen? You take, as you hit down or land next to Craig, 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
I am unconscious. I have exactly 28 hit points.
Okay. Sidestep. Wisdom saving throw, please, as you're about to step off the
5.
cliff. 5?
This fucking game.
Oh, God alive.
Yeah, but not us.
As you hit the floor, you take 36 points
I am unconscious.
of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus Christ.
The other two harpies also, moving in for the kill, rush 80 feet towards you. Craig, you are dazed but still conscious.
I'm gonna have to give a portion to one of these fuckers.
Okay. Pick one. It is your...
Genuinely doesn't matter much which, because we both got the we both got healing stuff. So
Yeah, we
It
both
is-
got heal spells, we both got potions.
It is, remember, a bonus action to take one yourself. It is your full action
Yes.
to feed one to someone else.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll give a full action and get sidestep up because you got the range.
Okay. So you take your healing potion. Or do you take your healing potion? Do you take Sidestep's healing potion? Because you've each got one.
if he's beside me, I'll
Yeah,
choose his.
they've all you've fallen in a crumpled heap, basically.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So sidestep, remove the healing potion from your inventory,
Yeah.
and Stu,
Yes.
roll the hit points.
What am I rolling?
2d4 plus 2, I believe, for a standard healing potion. Hang on.
Oh, well,
Potion of healing.
Potion of healing.
2d4 plus 2, yeah.
Yeah, 2d4 plus
Yeah.
2.
7.
Woo.
You get 7 points of healing back. Okay, that's the end of your go. The harpy flies down another 40 feet.
Does he not get a bonus action?
Oh yeah, you can have a bonus action if you wish. What would you like to do?
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rage at this point. If I've fallen off a fucking cliff, I'm raging.
Okay. Tamping fuming raging.
Yeah, but fully, I've had a guts full, boys.
He's raging and livid.
I fucking bump it.
It is now. Give me a second. 20, 80, 40. It is 40 feet away from you. The closest harpy is 40 feet away from you. Would you like to do anything?
Not much
Oh
you
no,
can do.
that
really,
is the end of your go, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do I go? So
He could move, but that's it.
Okay. So, actually, that was with an extra movement that they did. So at the end of the harpy's turn, that harpy is now actually 40 feet closer to you.
Cool.
By the way, the charm has ended. You've taken enough damage for the charm to no longer be effective.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah, it's cartoon logic. You bonk your head hard enough and everything goes away.
Fergan, I need
Yes.
you to make me a death saving throw.
I will. That is a 3.
It's one failure. Sidestep.
1.
Sidestep. You are prone. You can use half your movement to stand up.
I will,
Cool.
and I will cast Cure Wounds on Fergan.
So you're going to use your action to cast Cure Wounds on Fergan, okay?
Yep. He gets 7 points.
That is very nice.
7 points of healing. Alright.
used one of them. And as a bonus action, I will put my Hunter's Mark on that harpy that's...
No,
what,
you won't.
did you say... No?
Mm-mm.
It's a spell. You can't cast a second leveled spell as a bonus action.
Hunter's Mark is
So
a bonus action.
Yeah, but so you can cast spells as a bonus action, but you can't cast 2 spells on the same turn. One
Right,
as an action, one as a bonus
okay.
action, unless one of them's a cantrip.
Yeah,
Right, okay, I get you.
unfortunately.
No, that's fine.
So
That's absolutely fine.
You've brought your friend back, but unfortunately can do no more with your
That's fine.
actions. So that's the end of your go. The remaining 2 harpies fly their full speed, being at full health, using all of their action to move as well, and are now within melee range of everyone. So, give me a second to remove...
Hey, Stu, if something's come into your melee range as a sentinel, doesn't that give you an attack of opportunity?
It does. Bear with.
Come into your melee range.
That's the point of sentinel, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against
Oh,
a
no.
target other than you.
No, sorry, that's my bad. I was thinking of Polar Master. It's a different feat.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good feat, though.
Give me a moment.
There is another one though.
There we go. Okay, so apologies for the lack of harpy miniatures. How did that one go?
Incidentally, Bri, how the one that Nikki hit? How does it look? Now
Well,
they're a bit closer. Yeah.
The one that Nikki hit looks alright.
Oh.
It's got an arrow sticking out of it, but
Yeah.
They died. Saw that. They fell into each other and died.
No takebacks.
okay. So, dun 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 dun. Okay, so it is. They've used their full movement. They cannot use an action at this turn. So it is now Craig's go.
Gonna take a swing for the one closest to me.
Cool. The one that has flown towards your most injured comrades, seeking an easy kill. So there is one standing right next to you, trying to attack Fergan.
14.
14. A 14 does hit.
Yeah.
Roll for damage.
Oh, thank Christ for that.
Yeah, that's where I rolled it, the first one.
Ah, there we are. 12. 15.
15.
Yes.
So you take an almighty swing at the harpy, almost severing one of its wings, and it is now flying, just refusing to land, but slower than before. It is close to being hurt. Is that the end of your go?
I don't want to take a step in front of Fergan.
You can't.
Because I'm still within the range.
You can't. It's right up
up against us.
Yeah,
there
it's right up against Fergan.
Cool.
You couldn't really.
That'll be the end of my turn. Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. You can, if you want to, if you think you might need to, use your bonus action to take a healing potion, because you have yours on you. It's up to you whether you think it'll be worth it.
Oh, saying that, do I get the 10 hit points back? Don't I?
No, not these ones.
Oh, it's only for the first one. Ah, there we are.
Okay.
Yeah, that's only for heroism.
I'll keep it as I am for now.
Okay, cool. The final harpy then, or the one that's furthest away, flies in. Coming at you.
Like Cleopatra.
Makes one attack with its claws and the other with a makeshift club that it is carrying.
What a prick.
That's cocked. So, the claws, that is going to be a 20 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. And the club is a 16 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. So, from the claws, you take 7 points of slashing damage reduced to 3 because you're raging.
Cool.
And from the club, 5 points of slashing damage reduced to 2 because you are raging.
Cool.
So 5 in total. Fergan, it's your go.
Do I know if harpies can understand Common, Draconic, Elvish, or Gnomish?
The song that they were singing to you had some common words in it.
So I think they can probably understand Common.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In that case, the harpy directly in front of me needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Cool. Okay. Wisdom saving throw. That's cocked. That's cocked. Too many dice in this tray. That's going to be a 10.
A 10 will fail.
Mm-hmm.
As I point to this harpy and say, "You know what? You work hard. You should take a holiday. Go to Neverwinter." Casting suggestion.
Of course you fuck it up. Okay. Suggestion only forces them to move on their turn, correct?
Yep,
Cool.
on their turn, but it does last up to 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they might get to Neverwinter before it wears off.
Mm-hmm. Well, 8 hours flying 80 feet around.
Yeah.
80 feet every 6 seconds. Yeah, probably. So, the harpy immediately stops screaming in your face, looks thoughtful before glancing north of your position.
And I will, as a bonus action, I will take a healing potion.
Okay. 2d4 plus 2, please.
2d4. Oh, nice. That's 9 points of healing.
9 points of
Nice.
healing. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Is that the end of your go?
If I move, I'm going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
From at least
So-
one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
so
the
I
one.
think-
Not the one that you've just suggested, but yeah.
yeah, so I think that is going to be my go.
Okay. Sidestep.
I will put my hunter's mark on the one right in front of me,
Cool.
and I will take out my short swords
Yeah.
and take 2 swings.
All
So
right,
the first one, 12.
12 does hit.
Oh, thank God for that. Right, what do I roll
Their
for
AC
these?
is 11.
So I roll a d6 plus another d6 for my hunter's mark, and I can do my 4 as well. So the first lot of damage, I'm going to use my pierce. These count as piercing weapons, right?
Short swords, slashing.
Yes, they. No, it says piercing on my damage type.
Oh, short swords stabbers, are they?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Cool. So I will re-roll that one with my piercer feat.
Nice.
There we go. So that is 3, 6, 9, 13 on the first hit.
Yeah.
And then I
Nice.
will take my other shot, which is a natural 20.
You
Nice.
don't have a second one.
I have... Oh, no, bonus
Yeah.
action. Sorry, yeah.
You used
sorry.
your... Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry for...
No, that's fine. That's fine. I wasn't...
Sorry for wasting the crit.
No, that's fine.
Oof.
What it is.
Feels bad.
Your hunter's mark was the bonus action, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So you can't use the...
I wasn't
second
thinking properly, yeah.
It's alright, you got excited that you were about to kill something. It happens to us all playing D&D. However, it is now, unless you're going to move and provoke an attack of opportunity, it is now their go.
They're going to provoke an attack of opportunity, or I could just take a hit. It's going to hit me no matter what, I think, so just go
Probably.
for it.
Okay, so,
It seems to make 2 attacks on its turn, or you can move away and provoke 1
Yeah.
attack of opportunity.
And hope it fails.
Okay.
And then you'll be at range where you're more effective.
Okay, then. I will try and move away.
okay. Where do you want to go? The cliff face is about 10 feet behind you, so you can't go back that far.
Head, like, Craig's way.
And down the beach, yeah?
Yeah.
Full movement?
Yeah.
Okay. In fact, hang on. See if you survive. Well, it misses.
What an unpleasant thing to say.
Nice.
Oh, that was...
That worked.
oh,
So,
good
you
shout.
managed to get your full I believe it's 30 feet for you, Nikki.
Yeah.
You manage to get
Nice.
your full 30 feet away. As it swings for you with its claw, they do go wide. The other one that has just been charmed or suggested by Fergan makes no swipe at you at all. It is now their turn, the first two that reached you. The first one to go immediately disengages from Fergan and Craig and begins to fly north as fast as it can. Would either of you like to make any attacks of opportunity?
I thought you said it disengaged.
Oh, sorry. Just a descriptor, not an action. Sorry.
I don't, and I will like put my hand out and try and like stop Craig from doing it as well.
Okay.
Craig, you get it? Yeah.
Yep.
You know you're not going to make an attack of opportunity? Cool.
No.
All right. Fine. Okay, so that one's flying off. It's it gets 80 feet away in this round. The next one, however, noticing that its target has now moved from it, closes around you. It's gone.
Gross.
And attempts to make its 2 attacks against Fugan.
Is it within 5 feet
Of
me?
you.
I'm within 5 feet of you. I don't know if that.
Yeah.
I don't know
so
what the word
my sentinel attack gives me an opportunity attack when a creature within 5 foot of me makes an attack
Yeah.
against a target other than me.
No, that's not going to
So
work.
how close?
It's
No.
it's 10
Fair
foot
enough.
away.
Get
Okay, so... okay.
It's not a good loss.
No, it's fine, that's cocked. But that's a 15 against Fergan.
Is my AC.
Okay, so the first one hits. The second one, that's cocked again. Keeps cocking on 2 and Grog's tankard, which I believe is a natural 20, but it keeps like balancing in between them both.
Just err on the side of 2.
Yeah, well, we'll see now. The second one is an 8.
There we go,
So
that
only the
missed.
first attack hits.
Okay.
So from the claws, you take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
As it shrieks at you. Craig,
So there's one in front of me as well, isn't it?
there's one directly in front of you.
Yeah.
The other one's buggered off as fast as its wings can carry it, which is not actually that fast. Now you've knackered one of its wings. It gets 80 feet, but it's struggling.
Cool. I'll take an attack at the one in front of me then.
Cool, go for it.
Which is a 16.
16 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
That's a bit better. So 22. No, fuck. But fucking sorry.
22?
No, yeah, I did that well wrong. 13. Sorry.
13
Mine was
points
up.
of damage on the one in
Yeah,
front of you.
read the wrong dice that was beside it. That's what I did.
Okay. It is now looking messed up.
Awesome.
As your axe cleaves through its chest. Is that the end of your go?
Am I able to feed my portion to Fergan?
Not with a no.
Oh,
Not
no,
with
because I've just made an
bonus
attack,
action.
isn't it? Yeah, so.
It's fine. I'm all right.
It's too much of an action for you
Yeah,
to force his feeding tube out of his like metal head and
Yeah,
dip it into the potion bottle. He can do it himself as a bonus action, but unfortunately.
Emergency
yeah.
induction port.
Okay. The harpy
Yeah.
then is
That'll
going
be
to
it.
shriek in her rage and attempt to make 2 attacks against you again. That is going to be... first attack is a 6, The second attack's a 17, so the club does hit you as that comes around. And you take 5 reduced to 2 points of damage because of your rage.
Cool.
As the club knocks you upside the head. Fergan.
Okay. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the harpy in front of me.
Okay. Sorry, the one attacking Craig or the one on your side?
No, the one
attacking.
the one attacking me.
Okay, cool.
Dissonant Whispers. So wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 7.
That is a fail.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be 3d6. There it is. Not bad. That is 12 damage. Yep, 12 damage, psychic damage.
So 12
and
psychic damage.
And it has to immediately use its reaction to move as far as possible away from me.
Okay.
As far as its speed allows away from me.
Cool. Okay. So it uses its reaction.
If that provokes an attack of opportunity from me.
No, because it's forced.
Yeah.
Forced by a spell. Anything that forces them away from you does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, it says it does. RPG Stack Exchange says it does provoke. Yeah, and so does Jeremy Crawford on Twitter.
Okay, then, yeah, cool. All hail Jeremy Crawford.
Movement in Dissonant Whispers can provoke opportunity attacks since it uses your reaction. Sick. I will.
Well, that's fine then, because I suppose the forced, like if it was knocked back by Thunder Wave or something like that, that can't provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, because that's being knocked away from you, but because it's using its reaction to voluntarily move.
Yeah,
sort of voluntarily.
Got you. Okay,
Okay, so I will make. I guess I'll make an attack with my dagger.
Okay.
I always have to wait. So I have to weigh it because I have +5 to hit with my dagger or +2 to hit with my short sword.
Okay.
But I obviously would do more damage with the dagger or with the short sword. But I'll go with the dagger.
Okay.
Good. 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
I will. That is 7 damage.
Excellent. Okay. It is now looking... The one that flies away from you shrieking in fear and kind of batting at its ears with its hands, trying to get the whispers to go away, now looks fucked up.
Okay.
I like the way their portraits on the encounter builder start to like pulse. I'm assuming red. If they're very, very damaged.
I don't know. I can't see it.
It's cool.
That is cool. And we're winning this fight, aren't we? Yeah, go on. I'll use a bardic inspiration. I'll give it to Craig again.
Okay, cool. Sidestep.
I'll take a shot at the one that just flew away because it's got my hunter's mark on it. I might as well finish it off.
Okay.
Craig's got this guy, I think. Not good. What girl?
Thing.
That is 18 to hit.
18 definitely hits. Hang on. Which one are you trying to hit?
The one that just flew away because it's got my hunter's mark on it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Because you said the one that flew away. I didn't hear
Oh, no, not the one that's flown miles away.
Not the one that's flown to Neville.
Right.
Okay.
No, that one.
Listen, if I don't get a holiday, no one
That one's
does.
gone.
Okay, roll to hit.
That was the 18 to hit.
Oh, yes. Okay.
My
roll
damage. Okay, I'm going to re-roll that one with my piercer again.
don't think you're going to need to, mate.
That's a good feat.
It is. I wish I'd had it when we took on the
Especially for a
dragon.
ranger.
That is 2, 4, 7, 11 damage.
As it flies away then, in its fear, that eventually wears off and it turns now, its face apoplectic with rage, as it zeroes in on Fergus, waiting to come back so it can eviscerate this small, strange metal child. It looks up just in time to see an arrow sail through the rain, striking it dead between the eyes, and takes it out of the sky, and it is very quickly lost below the waves, raging in the water in front of you.
Also fuming and buzzing.
Yeah. And that one's dead. That one's flying to Neverwinter. Craig.
Oh, I would like to use my bonus action.
What was your bonus action? Do you want to move your hunter's
Just move my hunter's mark, yeah.
Is there a range increment on moving your hunter's mark, or is it any other target you can see?
I don't think it says anything about range on the hunter's mark. Let me have a look. Hunter's mark. I know it says range 90 feet.
Yeah, the range
Casting
on Hunter's
it.
Mark is 90 feet anyway. I think it's just... I don't actually think you can do it this time, though.
I
because I think it's,
No, use it within range.
you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn to mark
Yeah,
a new creature.
That's all it says. It says nothing about range for moving it.
Right. Yeah, so it's next turn you can use your bonus action to move it. You can't do it on this turn.
Is it?
Yeah, it says... on a
yeah.
subsequent
I'm
turn.
gonna fucking hit it.
That's
Okay.
right.
Craig, go for it.
Oh, thank Christ for that. It's a fucking 12. And that is gonna be a 7. 7 damage.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. You swing, striking the one in front of you, almost severing one of its legs off. It is now gravely hurt and looks fucked up. It is, however, going to make 2 swings against you. One with its claws and one with its club. The claw,
Cool.
that is a tankard.
Bet. They're 2 fucking tankards.
No, it's a tankard and a book. Which
Nice.
if anyone who owns the Critical Role Vox Machina D20 dice set, or D20 character dice set, knows, they replace the 20s on their dice with symbols to signify their characters and their roles in the show. So yeah, that's 2 natural 20s on Craig.
Bullshit. That's fucking bullshit, is what that is.
Yeah.
No, it's a tankard and a book.
No, the book's obviously a 1.
No. Matt Mercer wouldn't put the book on a 1.
No,
Sorry.
it's a grog, because it's grog. It represents grog.
No, the tankard represents grog.
Besides, Laura's in charge of the merch. It's got nothing to do with that.
That's a very good point. Laura already being beaten at being a ranger by Nikki, who's played 5 sessions of D&D. Okay, so from the claws, you take...
Did they work out the straight damage then? If the crit is double and my
You
range
still,
is half,
you
or is
still
it
get
just
half
double?
because of their damage bonus
Right, okay.
due to the strength. So
It's only the dice that are doubled.
So 10 on the dice, 11. You take 5 damage from the claws.
Cool.
And so 1 on the dice, so 2 plus 1 is 3. You take 1 damage from the club.
Oh man, it's
Those are the
always
most
so
amazing natural 20s I've ever rolled in my life.
it's always
Nice.
so anticlimactic when you roll a 1 damage on the natural 20.
Yeah, they don't have Piercer or anything, unfortunately. Okay, Fugan.
How is Craig looking?
I'm quite low. Not deathly low. 13 out of 46.
On a scale of 1 to 46.
13.
13.
Wow, that's tons. I've only got 10.
Oh, that's 10. I've only got 7.
All right, guys.
Uh,
This isn't a I'm more dead than you competition, right?
I kind of is.
Only
How
inside.
bad's the harpy looking?
The harpy is looking fucked up.
It's fucked, isn't it? It's completely fucked. I had a really bad damage roll, otherwise it would have been gone.
I'm gonna viciously mock the harpy.
Cool. Wisdom
I
save?
just say, hey, scale of 1 to 10. How do you think this is going?
Is that a wisdom save?
Yes, it's a wisdom save, please.
That's an 8.
Where's my d4s? There we go. That's 3 damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay, it is just still
Ah,
aloft as it stares at you, trying to decipher the meaning of your possible insult or a very perplexing question. Sarcasm, not one of their fortes, harpies.
Hang on. I didn't say that was the end of my go,
That
did
was
I?
good. That's I was about to say.
It is, though. It is the end of my go.
Okay, all right. Sidestep.
yeah, wait
Hang
till
on.
he said it.
Okay.
Within 10 feet of me. Oh no, that's an action. No, carry on. That's the end of my go.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'll use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark.
Okay. Hunter's mark is now on the harpy in front of Craig.
That is a 13.
13.
Yep.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Probably throw a skimming stone at this point.
I'm still gonna. Yeah. Of all the times to roll the 8 on my 8. That is 8, 10, 13, 17 damage.
17. Your arrow, as it flies.
I'm gonna get covered in bits again.
Your arrow, as it flies just over Craig's head, punches through the chest of the harpy and catches on the strong backbone that they have to support their ability to fly. As it catches, the force of your arrow sends the harpy sailing backwards into the darkness of the storm, and you hear the splash before the crash of the waves covers up any
Wilhelm
sign
scream.
of them dying. If I had Sirenscape working, they've got a Wilhelm scream button on Sirenscape.
Nice.
I was waiting for a chance to use it. But yes, and with that, as you stare off into the distance, now some 160 feet away and increasing, the final harpy.
You want to kill this one as well, please?
The final harpy is still making its way towards Neverwinter. Do you want to shoot it? It can't get back to you in the next round. You get another turn before it gets back to you.
I wouldn't bother. It's gonna fly to Neverwinter for 8 hours.
There we go. I won't.
It might be back tomorrow.
Considering I think we need a long rest, we'll be here tomorrow.
I think. What time is it actually? What time of day is it?
You got here because you camped overnight. It is
morning,
now
isn't it?
like mid-morning.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think
about 10 o'clock.
I think it'd be a bit of a Mickey take to have a long rest.
I have
Especially
7
'cause
hit points.
Yeah, well, you can regain hit points on a short rest.
Yeah.
I can do Song of Rest and stuff. It'll be fine. Fine, we've got 4 hit dice now. It's loads. So I do think that we should find somewhere to take a short rest, though.
Definitely.
Not including then the Banshee's Cave. There are a few.
Yeah, we're not
other
going
caves.
in there.
No, there are a few other caves in the cliff face that you can make your way into.
How's the tide looking, right?
It is at low tide.
You've watched enough Baywatch to to not get trapped in a sea cave.
Oh god, that was a trope, wasn't it?
It was like every third episode of Baywatch.
Seriously, fill in the fucking cave.
There's like on one of the beaches I go to in Gower, there's a nice cave there, and like purely because of Baywatch, I have like terrible fear whenever I go in there.
Isn't there one on the left
Very
side of
safe.
Three Cliffs? Big one. It's on the
probably,
left. It's on like the left cliff wall on the Three Cliffs. It's quite deep as well.
Yeah, probably. I don't go to Three Cliffs. I'm a beach hipster. I only go to ones that no one goes to.
I go to Three Cliffs in the winter. No one goes to Three Cliffs in the winter, apart from like
No one goes to the beach in the winter.
crazy Australians.
This fucking guy goes to the beach in the winter and graveyards in the summer.
No, it's because the beach, the sand is more solid because it's almost constantly wet in the winter, and it's cold. So I don't like sand.
Is it because it's coarse and rough and irritating and it gets everywhere?
Look, I get it. I get where Anakin Skywalker was coming from. Okay, yes, it is because it's coarse and it's rough and it fucking gets everywhere. I hate the sand.
Is this how you seduced Millie by telling her this? I've heard that really works.
Anyway, you find
This
the
is,
cave.
by the way,
Find a cave.
this is my firm headcanon, because everyone always asks, like, you know, how did Padme fall for such a whiny, snivelling little piece of shit as Anakin Skywalker in Clone Wars? And my honest theory is that sand speech is it was just that hot to her. It's just like finally someone who has
Finally,
someone who understands how shit sand is. Because she went to the same fucking planet where he grew up and developed his hatred for sand. Presumably, she experienced it too.
We're looking for a cave.
Yeah, preferably one that's not going to become flooded when the tide comes in.
You find
Or
the
that
cave.
has any monsters in it.
By your reckoning, the tide is still actually on its way out. It will be long after your short rest before it starts to come in and will cause a problem.
Nice.
Cool.
So, you have your short rest.
Yep.
You want to click short rest and use some hit dice. You should all have all of your hit dice back now. You've had enough long rests since.
Yeah, and we get everyone gets an extra. I think it's an extra D6 from my Song of Rest as well.
Song of Rest, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I'm playing several more verses about Robert Byron and his cemetery escapades.
I tell you what, Greg, you write that song, you can fucking sing it as many times as you want. You actually sing it on stream, I will wait for you to finish it. You do 160 verses, and I will sit here, and the entire stream will be you singing that song.
That's unlikely to happen.
Just to throw it out there for chat, if anyone else writes it for him, the same thing is not correct.
I've got to write it myself, have I?
Yeah.
Okay.
There will be no songwriting. And plus, if anyone in chat's tried to write it, they wouldn't know enough.
God.
Because you've hidden it so well about who this song is actually about.
5, 8.
That'll do me. Just
12.
Robert Byron, it makes me sound like a poet.
Right? I knew you'd like it. I came up with that in the bath the other day. And I was just giggling to myself in the bath. As you do. As normal people do.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll do. Okay, I'm back up to 27 out of 28.
I'm 31 or 33.
Nice. Hey guys, it's a real good thing we bought those potions on the way up, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
super glad we swung past the light mill.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm back to full, thankfully. Cool.
As you come out of the cave then after your short rest, the rain has died down a bit, but the storm clouds still rage overhead. And every few minutes or so, there is a strike of lightning.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Can we see clearly now the rain has gone?
You can. In fact, you can see all obstacles in your way.
Excellent. What obstacles can we see?
Well, at the moment, a 100-foot cliff with a thin path and a rickety bridge to take you over there.
Okay. Can we assess the bridge somewhat?
Yes, definitely want to do that.
Yeah, you can assess the bridge.
How long is the bridge?
That's
The
a good
bridge,
question.
the bridge itself is about 100 feet long.
And do you think that we should roll some sort of dice to assess the bridge, or do you just want us to like role play it out?
If you'd like to,
I'd love to.
roll me an investigation check, please.
Oh, sidestep
saying
investigation, don't you?
+4.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how well have I been rolling? Okay, that's not
Right.
bad. That's not bad. I'm getting advantage because they're reading me, or am I doing it on my own?
You can have advantage on the maiden.
I don't mind helping you.
Yeah.
Didn't help. 17.
Not bad.
17. Okay. As you make your way across the bridge, then, while some of the wood does seem to be old and it is stripped of any bark or varnish it may have had, it appears to be made of mostly driftwood or parts of the shipwreck. The rope and leather strapping you find binding the wooden sections of the bridge are relatively new. And while they are weather-worn, it appears that the bridge has been repaired recently. As you step on it, the wood does creak, but you believe it would probably hold the weight of even the heaviest of you.
Okay.
Are we thinking one at a time then?
Probably best.
Or do we tie our 50-foot rope to each other? And if the bridge goes, I'll try and haul the fuckers up. Because if the bridge goes, there's one of us over there, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep. I'm fine with using the rope. I guess we don't necessarily need to tie it to us, right? We could probably just hold it.
This is
I mean,
your
if
plan.
it's... He's going to make you roll if you're holding it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Let's tie it. Tie it around our waists.
Should we do 50 feet between us? How long is the bridge again?
It's 100. And the rope is only 50 feet long, isn't it? So
Should we do we have 2 ropes?
I've got a rope.
And I've got a rope. Should we do a rope each that's 50 feet between each of us?
Got to Fergan in the middle, is it?
Yeah.
Suppose. Whoever's at the back's going to be in the water.
Fergan and his 2 dads with the kiddie leash on each end.
Essentially.
Yeah, I think it's. I think it's fine.
We'll tie the rope to each other.
Okay.
And I'll go first.
Okay. You make your way across. The wind itself at the moment now, it has settled down in the hour you were in the cave, and it is a very simple passage. You can imagine some malevolent god somewhere possibly hoped that the harpies would attack while you were on the bridge. Making it an incredibly difficult encounter had you fallen in the fucking water.
I mean, yeah, look.
To be fair, we fell off a cliff.
Yeah, I don't think it's too sad that we didn't fall into the fucking water. Well, we fell off a cliff and 2 of us went unconscious in round 1 of that fight. Well, round 2, but...
Just because Fergan told one to fuck off to the circus, right?
Also, I'm still concentrating on that spell, so I still need to roll con saves if I take any damage.
Okay, cool. So as you get then closer to the structure itself, you
Are we
notice
checking out that harpy nest?
That's what I was thinking.
Bridge, by the way.
It's to the side, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's to the side, but it's
bridge,
also jutting out of the 2nd floor. And as you look up from beneath,
Okay.
Yeah, you can see instead of it seems to be like a platform that would maybe be used to haul crates or cargo up from a lower level to make it easier to get it upstairs.
Cool.
The platform has been co-opted by the Harpies and turned into an outside. I don't know how to say this word. Airy? Irie?
I think it can be either.
Eerie?
Airy?
I think.
I don't know.
If you say
I'm pretty sure it's not Irie because that's what people say when they're pretending to be Jamaican, isn't it?
it'll be Irie.
Yeah, that's the one. Hang on.
That's Brad Pitt in Meet Joe Black, guys.
It's not. For some reason, it's not playing. I've muted Google. There we go. Airy, apparently.
So it's Irie in an Irish accent.
No,
Yeah,
airy.
Airy. It's airy.
Yeah, Airy.
Airy.
There we go.
Cool. Airy. It's airy. It's airy. It's be airy. So, I mean, it's on the second floor. Sorry, it's on the first floor because we're British. So it is one floor above you. You could climb up to it if you want to. As you are closer to it now, you can see like little glints of shiny things, potentially weapons, coin, armor. Or, because you can see that there's a door to access this cargo platform, you can get there from inside if you want to.
I think we go from inside.
Okay.
Check out the ground floor first.
I'm so tempted to keep the rope on Fergus and just launch him up there. We'll go inside.
I can make a grappling hook. But we could also just go up the inside
we'll go inside.
of the wind house.
I want to be keeping an eye out from the moment we go in.
Yeah.
As you walk in, then.
I think we'll probably try and move
check the
stealthily.
door.
I think we'll be attempting stealth here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
After the banshees have screamed for the last fucking.
Okay.
That was
Like
on the other.
15 minutes.
That was 100 feet away,
And it's been an hour.
and it's been an hour.
Sure.
As you crack on, then.
There's thunder up there.
The wooden doors are not as well repaired as the bridge. They do seem almost damaged beyond repair. Opening them, because the wood seems to have swelled by being waterlogged, is a difficult task, but not too difficult. And eventually you find yourself in a large room, quite long, about 15 foot high. You can see wooden doors at one end then. These ones are dry, but you can see that they, even from this distance, maybe 20 feet away, you can see that they have huge rusted iron hinges and handles on them. What you do see, though, is that there are decorative lightning bolts carved into the room. Or carved into the doors, sorry.
Decorative?
Mm-hmm.
He asks in Arcana check.
Roll me a religion check. Anyone who wants to.
Did quite well on the last one.
I rolled a 9.
I think that's cocked.
Yeah, mine was
12.
Okay.
4.
What was yours, sorry, Greg?
9.
9. And you got a 12, yeah?
12, yeah.
Okay. Craig, you're the only one who has like a flash of recognition, but just from these lightning symbols alone, there's so many gods from so many different cultures in Faerun that it could possibly be that there's no way of knowing just from these carvings alone what god it could be possibly worshipping. Do you continue?
Yes.
Okay. As you walk, then, you do just spy out of a dirty southern window. You can see 2 tall ship masts jutting crookedly out of the water, unmoved by the huge waves that seem to be crashing into them. The ship that they come from is quite securely rooted to the bottom, or to the seabed. But as you then walk through, you do find... There we go. There is a door. As you walk into the room now, you can see that there is a door to your left. You guess that might be the direction of...
We've gone up a floor, I take it, have we?
Well, no. As you were looking now, there's a door to your left.
Oh, this is us going through the lightning door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There is a door that you guess would, from your orientation of how you entered, this door would be the one that would lead to the cargo platform. There is another door jutting out of the corner, and you can see there's a kind of... The door is in a quarter circular wall that takes up more of the corner than it should. As if the room beyond is circular itself. But both doors are closed.
We try the door that goes out to, I'm guessing, where the harpy's nest is, then, is it?
The cargo platform area, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you step in then, the walls of this 15-foot high room are adorned with many, many frescoes that depict ships being tossed on stormy seas, with a dark and terrible god looming above them and smiling. Set into the west wall is a dirty, salt-encrusted window, and a stone altar with lightning bolts carved into it stands against the south wall. A metal rod descends from the ceiling above the altar, splitting it in two before it embeds itself into the stone. You can also see then a wooden landing, maybe 8 feet up, 10 feet up, that lead to the door of the cargo platform, and a ladder off in the corner that would lead you there. Make me another intelligence, religion check.
More like it's 17.
7.
Yeah, 12. Again.
Okay. Now then, more in the realms of story for you, Fergan. Your bardic nature takes in all the stories and depicted around you in the frescoes. And you can tell this, while these frescoes are quite new, this lighthouse has been turned from a building of simple function into a shrine to the evil, chaotic storm god, Talos. This is a shrine of evil.
Hmm. I gathered that from the green glowing stuff, but it's nice to have some confirmation, I guess.
You hear a crack of thunder outside, and you see the lightning rod pulse with energy, and the altar begins to glow before it calms down again.
I don't like any of that.
We go up the ladder, try and get to the landing.
Yes. Do I get any sense that this lightning going into the altar thing is trying to achieve something, or is it just...
Roll me an Arcana check.
That's a natural 20 for a total of 23.
Okay.
Right.
As you kind of look around the altar and study it a bit more, it appears to be the altar itself, or the carvings on it, are purely decorative in function. You do get a sense, though, from the altar of some kind of You get a whiff of some kind of transmutation magic mixed with evocation. Not necessarily, it doesn't feel dangerous, but it feels like you get the sense that the lightning hitting the rod is charging the altar. The altar seems to be holding a charge.
Did you say that the rod that, like, so there's two bits of the rod that go down into the altar, and then there's one and that goes out of a window, did you say?
No, sorry. The metal rod, one rod descends from the ceiling above the altar, splitting into two before embedding itself in the stone. So there's like a two-pronged fork just embedded in the altar.
How thick of a how thick is the rod?
How thick is the rod itself? Maybe an inch in diameter.
Hey Craig, do you think you could you could sever this thing?
Certainly give it a go.
Might be cutting off a power source, perhaps.
I'm gonna have to rage before doing it, don't I? So I don't take any lightning damage.
I don't know. It's like an inch thick rod. You just have to not hit it at the exact same time that
True.
lightning does.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try and break it.
Okay. As you look at it, then you feel that the easiest way to break it would probably just be to stop the fork touching the stone at its thinnest point.
Is there any wood or anything in here that that we could make into a platform for Craig to stand on in case he does get hit by lightning, so he's not like grounded?
The door, with a bit of a tug, you could probably pull it off its hinges.
I will use Performance of Creation,
Mm-hmm.
which is an ability that I have.
Mm-hmm.
I'll read it to you. As an action, you can create one non-magical item of your choice in an unoccupied space within 10 feet of you. The maximum value of the item is 80 gold, and it lasts for 2 hours. The maximum size of the item is medium. I'm going to use Performance of Creation to create a pair of thick rubber-soled boots
Okay.
that Craig can wear.
I suppose the divine nature of your creation, you could possibly know what rubber is. That's fine.
I mean, I guess they could be wooden-soled, but
Okay.
we've known about rubber for not that long.
Okay.
They can be big wooden clogs. Anything that's non-conductive.
Okay. So you are now wearing big wooden clogs,
Cool.
Platform clogs.
and you are going to strike the altar.
No,
I'm gonna try and bend it
Okay.
away
Sever
from the
the
altar.
fork to get it out
Yeah.
of the top of the altar. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Roll to hit. Natural
It's
one.
just a straight
Swing and a
roll,
miss.
or-
Yeah, straight roll. Well, with advantage
sorry.
because it's still.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, 9.
9 hits.
Oh, happy days.
It's a big
not moving.
fucking
Yeah.
rod with a stone. It's not moving. It's got no dex bonus.
Cool. Am I just rolling my normal
Normal
things,
damage.
or do I have to roll
No, normal
normal
damage.
damage? Cool.
Can I just quickly, just before he swings his axe, I just want to cast Mage Hand to grab the rod above where he's about to hit to sort of dampen any sound.
Okay.
Just like grip it and stop it from reverberating.
Okay.
13.
13. You strike at the rod, sparks do fly. And following those sparks, a line of electricity visible to all in the room runs down your axe and into your hands. You brace yourself against the possible shock and agony that this electricity will make you feel, but there's nothing. In fact, you feel empowered. You feel stronger. And as you turn to look at your friends, they can see that your eyes are white and crackle with lightning. You have been imbued with the charm of the storm. You can, with no material components whatsoever, cast the lightning bolt spell at 3rd level 3 times. Once you have done so, the charm vanishes.
Greg? What's going on with your eyes there, buddy?
Oh, I can't see my own eyes. What's the matter?
They're glowing white.
Is that new?
You've gone all Storm from X-Men.
Tell me, do you know what happens to a frog when
You
it
get-
gets struck by lightning?
Did you give me magic shoes?
They're not. The shoes aren't magic. They're just wood.
Clumping about like fucking Williams Wish Wellingtons.
The rod itself, no damage to it whatsoever. No visible damage, anyway.
Cool.
What would you like to do?
I should have just fucking conjured a hacksaw. I guess we can maybe we'll go up to the balcony. Like,
So you climb up the ladder. The wood creating the ladder and the scaffolding or the platform around the room is much. It has not been as affected by the weather as the wood outside, and it's quite dry and strong. As you open the doors, you do see the mess that is the harpy's nest. The smell is horrible, but the wind whips it away quite quickly, so it's not that bad. You search through it?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
yeah,
Most of the glints you saw from below are useless. Belt buckles, armor strap buckles, trinkets, pieces of broken jewellery that would hold no real value now, costume jewellery, not real gold or silver. You do, however, find a potion. Clear bottle. Looks to have a strange tendril kind of floating in it.
Okay.
Arcana.
As you open the bottle, then, roll me an Arcana check.
That is 16.
Okay. You look, and while probably not as well made as the one you already have in your pocket, in which the tendril is completely dissolved, you're pretty certain you've got another potion of water breathing.
Thick.
Give this one to Craig then.
Yeah.
So, Craig, you have a potion of water breathing. Keeping an eye on the time. Real life time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like time. Do you want to crack on, or would you like to end it there before you venture further into the storm Tower of Storms?
We should probably call it a night there, I think.
Yeah, we're probably going to go into a fight, don't we? And that'll take a while.
Why?
Seems very possible.
Why would you think that? There's a weird pulsing heartbeat that is in time.
You are in a
with the
place of
storm.
evil, I believe the words were.
Oh yeah, I did say that. I absolutely did say that.
Yeah.
I do apologise. And
Not
there's-
everyone evil wants a fight, though.
Sepsis did literally leave everyone comfortably, like, drinking the night away, to go into Felder, find the 3 dodgiest people he could, with the specific intent of... Sorry, they could. With the specific intent of just killing them for fun.
Yeah, but not for a fight. And that was a particularly...
Oh, the fight was an accident. The fight just happened because Sepsis wasn't quick enough to kill them before they could put up a fight.
because they... they didn't. They didn't want to fight. It was and that was also a different. That was like a. They were in a mood.
They were.
I think it's fair to say that Sepsis usually was trying to avoid a fight.
Yeah, not the killing of things, just a fight.
Oh yeah.
But yes, we will call it there for the evening then, because it is coming up on 11, and there may or may not be a fight coming up that could possibly take us to like 1:30 in the morning, so that's fine. But yes,
I got 2 images there. There's going to be a fight.
I hope you guys have enjoyed. I know I have. I'm still very, very, very much enjoying running this campaign so far for you guys.
I'm sorry we disappointed you and didn't fight the harpies on the bridge.
No, that's fine.
You've got to make us walk off.
Sorry, we fell off the
I'm not
bridge,
sorry at
yeah.
all.
I still love the fact that you took 20 minutes deliberating how to get across the fucking bridge, and then my entire description was, so you get across the bridge really easily, and what do you want to do now?
That's classic D&D though. That's the quintessential D&D experience, right?
You see a door.
Fucking bumble your way into all walking off a cliff, and then you spend 20 minutes planning how to go up some stairs.
But yes, obviously, as always, thanks to those who have watched, thanks to those who will watch. I hope you guys are enjoying everyone's escapades as much as I am. Please, we haven't arranged it yet, but I know Stu's off for pretty much the rest of the week. I don't know what Nikki's plans are. I'm pretty sure if I suggested Sea of Thieves to Charlie at any point this week, she's just going to jump at it because she's very much enjoying this game.
Yeah, I think she's not in work tomorrow, so she's probably...
Cool. Okay.
I finish at 8 every night except for Saturday, so I'm happy enough to join.
You can join us
on to you guys.
Yeah. But yes, please join us on this channel later on in the week for more Sea of Thieves. I want to play Valorant again, so more Valorant. And join us over, if you haven't or don't follow them already, Heavyweight RPG, Heavyweighter PG. Link will be in chat when Ian sorts himself out. Fuck's sake. Link will be in chat. Thanks, Ian. But yes, go check us out on Sunday night for episode 72 of the Chronicles of Needham, in which Greg's character will hastily make plans on where the fuck he's going to take the family. His family is just kidnapped.
I've got a week to make that plan.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
fine.
I won't think about it until 5 minutes before the session, but I've got all week.
Yeah.
They just say don't get on another fucking train.
Especially not the train you've just learned about.
Yeah. No, we're not getting on that train.
But yes.
Unless we do.
As always, then, take care, stay safe, wear a mask, don't go outside unless you have to, get vaccinated if you can, and if you haven't already, can't wait to see a lot of you people in person as soon as possible, when it is safe to do so. But yeah, we love you guys. We will see you next time. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Night.